All right, what up? What up? How are we doing today? Oh, my glasses are so foggy. Jeez. All right, how's everybody doing? I don't remember why I had double gen on. I turned the game on this morning and then just left it
on. Get ready for the next battle.
Oh man. What's going on, Sumatra? How we doing? What's going on, Ninja? How's it going? Damn, I cannot hit this right now. Such a good combo. I'm gonna do some warm up with the Anna for a second, just because I'm ass and I keep not punishing the stuff I'm supposed to punish. What's going on, Arisu? How we doing? There's that. There's this. There's this. I usually react to that. It's this one that I don't react to. And it's this one that I don't react to. So I think with all of these on, I should be good. Oops, I was late. I was late. Kind of tired, true. Wait, I'm kind of locked in. Oops, I messed up. I was late. Is it just me, or is it the older I get, the harder it is for me to play games? I can see that. I think that there's some truth to that. Like this, what I have tolerance for has changed pretty dramatically as I've gotten older. Especially, like, you know, I'm an adult, so having fun is starting to become like the most important thing. So if I'm playing against someone they're not fun to play against, the amount of patience I have for that is like basically zero. Which is not good, by the way. So that's not good. But it's just kind of how it is. This is slow. Same for me, yeah. It's like that's not a good mindset to have, but it's very, very like, yeah, it's very annoying. What up, Black? Oops.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Thanks, the Shino, for the follow. Appreciate it. I barely get past the 3-hour mark recently without practice from time. Yeah. I think most of the time when you're playing Tekken, you should be practicing something. I think if you're not practicing, you're doing yourself a disservice. Obviously, if you're just playing for fun, that's fine. But if you're trying to improve, you should always be trying to improve, right? Like, there's stuff like throw breaks, for instance, where my throw breaks are pretty good if I'm not tilted. If I'm tilted, my throw breaks are the first thing to go, right? But there's always stuff that you should practice. I do worse if I don't get to practice in. Exactly. I don't think I can blue spark on P2. Yeah, I can't blue spark on P2. Yeah, I'm never doing that in my entire life. Like, stuff that I try to practice is reacting to Giant Swing versus Shining Wizard. This is really hard, but this is stuff that I try to react to. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I can just do this. Tomahawk. Giant Swing. Oops. 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 Like, this is really hard, but, like, this is something that I practice, where whenever I play against King and Armor King, I don't look at, like, their upper body. I usually look at their legs, because if you look at their legs, it's a little bit easier to tell which throw is which, so you're not just pure guessing. Sick. I was just a little late there. I had the right throw. I was late there, too. Yeah, so when King Giant Swings you, you see, so this is really hard to tell, but he, like, starts to, like, curl your body when he Giant Swings you. When he does Shining Wizard, he, like, twists his body. So you can see it in his legs. Like, I can't always tell which one is Giant Swing, but I can basically always tell when it's Shining Wizard. I was just late there. But yeah, like, this is something that I try to practice. Is just, like, seeing the difference between these two moves. I was late. I fat-fingered 1/1+2. Yeah, but I try to practice this every now and then. I don't think it's worth practicing breaking, like, counter hit Giant Swing. You're not breaking that on reaction. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so I think we stopped at Paul last time. We did all the DLC, so we just have these 8 characters left. Okay, I'm done.
Get ready for the next battle.
So my big issue that I have with Raven, I think the thing that's most frustrating about this character is his tracking is way too good. So, oh wait, can Lily step this on exactly +1? I think she can step this on exactly +1. How does Raven get frames? Do I have any Raven mains here? Okay, because I think this is homing for everyone else, right? Let me actually check. Let's use Jin. Yeah, I don't know how Raven gets frames. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I guess he can do that, but that puts him in back turn. Does Raven have mains? I mean, listen, okay? Someone's gotta play this character. I thought his down back 2 was homing. I hear people say that this move is homing all of the time. Okay, well, the down forward 1, this is like basically homing. I guess if you're playing exactly Lily, maybe Alyssa. I'm curious if Alyssa can step this.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so only Lily can step down forward 1 to both sides. Or to the left, rather. Alyssa cannot sidewalk this. Yeah, so this is homing against literally everyone except Lily. Which is interesting, to say the least. I wonder if Steve can weave this. Can Steve weave Raven's down forward 1?
Get ready for the next battle.
Let me see. Okay, so there's 1. Okay. Can we weave this? Okay, we can't weave it that way. That would be the way to do weave it. Can't weave it that way. Can Yoshi spin this? I mean, he's not getting a punish, so I don't know why he would spin it, but actually, yeah, it's not even worth it because he's never getting a punish if he tries to spin that. Okay, so exactly Lily can sidewalk that to the left. But I think the issue then is that down back 2 hard tracks left.
For the next battle.
Yeah, I don't know how this guy gets frames. Yeah, so on plus frames, this is homing. And then, just in general, it's homing against everyone else. Okay. So what about the down back 2? So this hard tracks left. Doesn't track right. I wonder why people said his down back 2 is homing. Like, that's just obviously not true, because I had Jin step this left. Yeah, and I think the follow-up won't come out here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, this being homing against basically everyone else is really good. So, or not basically, literally everyone else. That's good enough, I think.
Get ready for the next battle.
And it's plus 8 on hit. It's so good. Okay, so I think the thing that annoys me the most about Raven is the tracking on down forward 1. Probably tracks a little bit too much, especially given that's only -2 on block. This just kind of goes against what I think a homing button should do. Obviously, this isn't true homing because Lily can set this on +1 to the left, but for all intents and purposes, this is a homing button, which 13 damage homing mid plus 8 on hit -2 on block is pretty good, especially because this also has a follow-up, right? So if he is going to hard call out your sidestep, we have a wall splatting follow-up. It's pretty good. Don't love that. And again, just to illustrate, this does track both sides. So that's pretty good. We also have this situation here. If we look here... Oh, Alyssa can step this. I didn't know that. Hold on. I'm assuming that means that Lily can step this too. This doesn't matter because this isn't the problem low. Yeah, the issue is this low. Wait, I did not know. Hold on. I think if he has plus frames, we can't stop this, right? I don't know how... Let me look at my guide. I don't know how Raven gets plus frames. Okay, how do I get plus frames into full crouch? Because this used to be +2, right? Like, am I tripping? Yeah, because this is from his crouch dash. Yeah, this used to be +2. Dang, so I'm curious now. Can a regular character step these lows? Because I might not have anything I want nerfed on this character. Because before, his full crouch mix used to be completely homing. When this was +2. Okay, so that still hits. That still hits. So, regular sidesteps can't get away from this. Can privileged male sidesteps get away from this?
For the next battle.
Okay, Drag can't get away, which means Armor King can't. I guess I should see if Zafina can.
Get ready for the next battle.
I did not know that this had gotten nerfed. Okay, Zafina. Dang, this isn't even close. She can't get away from either of this. So, I guess I'll just test Armor King and Steve, and then we'll decide from there.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, so it hits Armor King. So I'm assuming this hits Steve.
Get ready for the next
Wonder if
battle.
Steve can left weave this. Yeah, I'm curious if he can left weave this. No. Maybe if I do like a deep left weave. Yeah, let's see if like a deep left weave will get Steve out of this. No, okay. So, last one we'll test is Mary Zoe. Or actually, can Alyssa step the hell sweep?
Get ready for the next battle.
Dang, so Lily and Alyssa can step the hell sweep. Okay. Who knew that 2 frames would make that big of a difference?
Get ready for the next battle.
And I'm assuming she's gonna get hit by both. Yeah, she will. Okay. And this fully tracks right. Oh, mate, I wonder, can we step this right?
Get ready for the next battle.
Damn, so this just doesn't work on Lily or Alyssa if you're not on plus frames. So, if you are on plus frames... Does this recover? This is not recovering crowd. Dang, okay. So... Yeah, because this will still hit. Dang, so can Alyssa and Lily do a sidestep left to block and cover this entire situation? I misrecorded that. Oopsies. I don't think that was good either. Okay. So do we still cover the lows? No, that's the issue. Okay. Yeah, you still have to guess here. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I think this one wall splats too. Yeah, this wall splats. Okay. So that move I would probably still nerf. But okay. So what else? So then the other move is just down forward 1. Yeah, that is super interesting. That only transitions up +2. Okay. I guess with all of that kind of being said, I feel like the only real problem I have is down forward 1 probably tracks a little bit too much. I'm not sure we should have a 14 frame homing mid that's +8 or +9 on hit and only -2. That seems pretty good. This probably just shouldn't track left. And then the other thing too is these lows are homing against the whole cast besides Lily or Alyssa, meaning every time Raven goes into crouch, it is homing on 0 against the whole cast besides Lily and Alyssa. If he's on plus frames, it's completely homing. So the super annoying thing is that Raven, whenever he goes into crouch, this is a hard 50-50. Homing low, homing mid, right? You could technically fuzzy duck this, but Raven would be able to obviously delay his timing. I don't love homing 50-50s. So, one, I would either make this move not homing or not heat engage and not wall spot. One of those two. And then slightly reduce the tracking on these lows. At the very least, these should only track one side. But against the rest of the cast, these lows, you cannot set them to either side, even on 0. So, that's kind of it for Raven. I think Raven's kind of fine, honestly. He's at, like, a pretty good power level. His heat is fine. I don't think this character needs anything, like, super crazy.
Get ready for the next battle.
Very curious what we got from my main. Who's your main? Wait, I can't do electric. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Reyna. I think Reyna is really, really close. I'm gonna be honest. I think Reyna is probably the weakest Mishima right now. I don't know what I would change about. Oh, you know, no. There's two things. So first, this armor here tracks way too much. What's going on, Shenzi? How are we doing? I'm doing okay today. This armor tracks way too much. If you are not playing Lily or Alyssa, this move is basically homing.
Get ready for the next battle.
So we go left against the stance? Right, like, this is already an armored wall splat. I'm not sure this should... I think you can hit confirm this, right? Yeah, you can hit confirm this. This is a armored homing wall splat against most of the cast. Can you step this right? Okay, you would step it right. What's going on, Hole? How are we doing? But yeah, I think the biggest issue is that we have too many moves from Sentai that like hard to track one side, which is fine. But it makes counterplay against this, instead of it being like a dynamic choice that you're making, it's just crouch jab or standing jab, right? And that's like really toxic. I think this move probably shouldn't track left. It should probably track right. Or just not track at all, right? Because again, the purpose of armor is to call out your opponent pressing on either your frames or using a slow button on their own frames. So being able to use this as a hit confirmable tracking button seems really powerful, especially because it also wall splats. So that is one of the buttons that I would change. I would buff this to be high crushing again. It is super weird that she is considered standing during this move. I don't love that. I would just have her standing during this move. Is this for a YouTube video? I am going to have a more scripted version of this when I am playing, or when I am putting this on YouTube. I already have all the other characters were recorded, except for the ones I'm doing on stream today. So yeah, I think the Sentai armor, this tracks way too much. I'm actually curious, because now that I know it doesn't track left, or it doesn't track right, I'm curious if Lily and Alyssa can step it to the right. So I know that this doesn't track right. Does this track right? Yeah, this hard tracks right. Yeah. It was like, because that would make for like an interesting dynamic for Lily and Alyssa, because these characters, they can step this. And for Lily and Alyssa, this stance is actually very scary if you're a Reina player, because Lily and Alyssa can do a step left duck. That probably wasn't enough, but I'm curious. Yeah. So they'll get tagged by the 1+2. But you see, they're beating everything else. I'm curious if there is a timing. I'm super curious if this timing even works. Yeah, so like a step left duck from Lily and Alyssa is really strong against Reina, which I think is totally fine. But for every other character, they have to guess a little bit more than I would like. I don't like how much the other characters have to just straight up guess every single time. So I would nerf the tracking on the Sentai armor. I think that is way too much. I would let this high crush again. It just looks dumb, the fact that this doesn't high crush. If they want to make this -15 so it can high crush, that's fine with me. But I'm totally fine with this move high crushing. Like all of these moves, I'm totally fine with this kick high crushing. So yeah, I have no problems with that. I think most people assume it does a high crush. So the fact that it doesn't is just a little bit weird. But to compensate, War God kick, this is homing. Unless you're playing Lily or Alyssa, apparently. Hold on. Yeah, so I think Lily and Alyssa, they can step this very easily. I don't know if regular characters can. And obviously, if you're playing Reina, like, you wouldn't use it that way, where you use it on immediate timing. So, what you can actually do is, if I have them just sidewalk in the neutral, you'll notice that this is actually homing. Right? So, if they're just sidewalking in the neutral, they can't step this either direction. And there it is. Right? So I'm not sure that this should be the first hit of the 3-4. Does high crush the second one? Does it? Yeah, it's very, very weird. But yeah, so I don't like the button archetype in Tekken 8, which is if your opponent is sidewalking at range 3, here's my advancing safe button. I don't like that archetype. June is, she has moves that fall into this. Jin's manual electrics or his Zen electrics fall into this. Paul's deep dive falls into this, and Reina's CCD3 falls into this. This should just be a Mishima button. This should track left. So like for instance, I think if this move were to just or this move should track right. So if you're stepping right against Reina and this move were to hit you, I think this is fine. This also tracking left is a little crazy to me. I don't really like that. So I just think it should track left a little bit less. If 4-4-2 gets nerfed, I don't think so. In a perfect world, Reina's 4-4-2 would just be a Demon Paw, right? This would just knock down, wall splat, and be an advancing move. In a perfect world, it wouldn't interact with heat. It would just be a Demon Paw. But I don't think they would ever change it to do that. But I think that's what it should do. Like, I think they should make this a little bit slower. So instead of 12 frames, this should be 14. And then this is just a Demon Paw. I think that would be totally fine. Because it's like kind of a Demon Paw, but it's also a mix-up on block. And like, that's pretty good. Right, like that's pretty good. 56 damage is quite a bit. So Reina already has tracking issues on her electric. She already has tracking issues on her hell sweep. Reina's tracking in general is really, really bad. We have a homing mid here. I think Reina's back 2 is like the perfect homing button. This is -9 on block. It's only +3 on hit, and it's a mid. I think this is like the perfect homing button. More homing button should be like Reina's back 2. At least in terms of the properties and frames and stuff like that. But the fact that if you're back here, this is a homing button. You know, I don't play Mishima, so I can't do like a deep dash electric. But the fact that I can approach with this as a safe mid counter hit launcher that also wall splats, and it gives me a guaranteed high spot too. I wonder why it didn't there. There we go. Right, so not only is it a wall splat, but you get an extra hit there, which is really good. Yeah, the fact that it's a wall splatting mid that's pseudo homing, and it's a counter hit launcher, and it's a steel pedal, right? It does everything. The move just does that or everything. And I don't think that it should do everything. At the very least, I don't think this should track sidewalk left. What's going on, Keith? The fact that it tracks sidewalk left seems a very, very suspect to me. But yeah, I think those are the only things that would change. So this, no tracking to the left. If they want to track right, that's completely fine. This should probably get its high crush back, but this should lose its tracking to the left. I think those would be totally reasonable for Reina, and then she's fine. I think she's completely fine if they do that. Shaheen. So Shaheen doesn't have anything ultra broken on its own. In my opinion, the really annoying thing about Shaheen is that he's a very hard character to like employ really high level defense against. Because one of the issues with Shaheen is that you can't do like step ducks against this character. So if I do block all into punish, So we'll do a step left duck. Or do a step right duck. So one of the biggest issues with Shaheen is that step ducks don't work against his character, right? Because he does plus frames, and if you do a step duck, then a lot of these mids are hitting you. Where's... He has another, like, big mid here. I forget the... I don't remember a lot of his moves. Does the down forward 2 trick back this way? Lily also might not be the best example of this. Yeah, I don't think Lily is the best example of this. Okay, yeah. This is definitely not the best character to show for this. But for regular characters, step ducks just don't work. Shaheen is fine. I think his tracking on, like, low plus frames is really good. So, for instance, there are a lot of moves that are really hard to step on, like, +1. Here's another one. Right, so you can sidewalk left of that stuff, and all of that is good. 4, 4, 4, 1, yeah. So you can see that, like, straight sidewalking is actually pretty good here. Like, this doesn't look bad, right? I think the issue, at least the issue that I had, is when you start incorporating, like, step ducks, this looks a lot worse. Oops. Homing was a strong effect? Yeah. So I actually don't mind Shaheen's homing moves, especially because the homing mid is punishable on block, right? I think that being punishable on block, I'm fine with it knocking down a wall splatting. So now... Okay. Maybe I'm just ass. I think I'm just ass. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm just ass. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm just ass. Okay. Well, forget everything I said about Shaheen. So the actual only problem I have is this shit. He has a lot of situations where he can, like, charge this during the animation of other moves, and that is, like, super annoying, right? Yeah, like, look, we can charge this. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, so, like, I'm charging this after a 14 frame mid. Did you give him an electric type button? True. Doesn't this charge faster in heat, or am I like tripping? Yeah. Yeah, like, you're not reacting to this. Yeah, I think for me, the issue with Shaheen is literally just, it's unclear when he's allowed to start charging his guard break, right? Because, like, let's see. I think he can charge it on hit here, and, like, this is completely unreactive. Yeah, like, what are you supposed to do about this? I'm never ducking there, because I'm not even thinking, oh, I'm going to get guard broken here. I think it needs to be a bit more obvious, like a little bit like Yoshi's full crouch down forward 1. So his moves that put him into crouch dash, he can also yeah, exactly. And I think that's super toxic because it's not obvious when Shaheen is allowed to like start charging the move. I think this should be like Yoshi's full crouch down forward 1, where he needs to like be in full crouch, like half a second. Okay, now I can rip the charge. Because that gives the opponent time to understand what's going on. There are a lot of times where Shaheen will be like looping frames on you, and you just don't even understand why he's allowed to do this. Where, you know, he'll heat engage, right? So he'll do this. I didn't even see him enter crouch, and I'm playing him, right? He doesn't visually enter crouch here. Why should he be allowed to charge this without visually entering crouch? I think that's way too good. Right? And like, are you really gonna hard duck him here to look for a launch after this mid when, again, like, you can't see him entering crouch and it's unreactable too? Exactly. As a 17 frame move, you're never reacting to that, right? So I think that is like the actual problem move with Shaheen, where we can charge this in places where it doesn't look like he should be allowed to charge it, right? Like something like this, right? Okay. Let's see. He actually has to be in crouch for quite a while to get this. Yeah, he has to be in crouch for a really long time to get this to come out. You guys see? Like, if I go, like, even a little fast, it's not coming out. But if I do this, instant. You don't even see him crouch. If I do this, instant. You don't even see him crouch. Like, you see him crouch for, like, a second because he recovers in crouch. Or not even a second, like, a frame. I wonder, okay, can he charge it here? He can charge it here, too. He's not entering crouch here. And he can charge this. Yeah, I think that's, like, way, way, way too good. I think if we're going to have these charge moves, I should be able to see it charge. So another one I heard, you can charge it from a standing move if you have a leverless. That might be true. So can I charge it off like a down forward 1? Not really. It's not the same. Like compared to this is like broken, right? Like no one's ever ducking that. And why would you, right? I don't know why you would ever duck there. Yeah, I think that's the thing that I would nerf about Shaheen, is if he's allowed to charge, it should be obvious to the defender where Shaheen is actually charging. The fact that I can do this with no animation, making it a completely unreactable guard break, way too good. Maybe make it deplete the whole heat bar or slow it down. The issue is how slow does that... So, like, this would need to be, like, 24 frames in order for it to be, like, sufficiently slow. Because, again, I'm guard breaking here without going into crouch off of a mid. That is crazy. Like, that's insane. So if that's allowed to happen, this move needs to be completely reactable. If I'm allowed to like mask the charge in a 14 frame mid, you know, like it's so strong. It's really, really strong. But in my opinion, I think that's the only thing that makes Shaheen like really toxic to play against. But also, yeah, he gets what, 2 guard breaks? Maybe this should burn 75% of the bar. So let's see. If I do this. Yeah, I think instead of burning like half the bar, that should burn 75%. If they let it burn 75%, they can leave this the way it is. With its current burn rate, the fact that you can do it twice, I think this should either, you can't mask the animation, or it needs to be like way slow. But those are the only two things about Shaheen that I'm like not about. Those two things seem very, very powerful. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think he's like broken or anything. Maybe like this being homing is too good. And this is also a mix-up on block. Like maybe this shouldn't be both of those things. I could see that getting nerfed too. But I think the charge is like the ultra broken thing about Shaheen.
Get ready for the next battle.
So the counterplay is to hop kick it on reaction, but it's also a tech trap, where if Yoshi like wall splats you, if he wall splats you and you tech roll, it's unblockable. You can't do anything about it. At least as far as I know. I don't think you can like tech roll into hop kick. I think Anna's the only character that has like real counterplay there. Steve, I think, just needs a rework. This isn't a character that I would say needs to be buffed or nerfed. Like, in his current state, homing move that goes into a mix-up that has another homing move out of it seems not correct, right? This probably shouldn't give a mix-up. If they want this to be +5, I think that's fine. But I don't think this should go into Lionheart. Because, again, if you're wrong, Steve is getting rewarded. Like, you didn't sidestep. So, despite you not sidestepping, Steve gets to run a mix-up here. We have a safe mid that is also homing, that heat engages and wall splats, and we have a guard break. And we have a launcher, right? So, the fact that you have to hard a guess here is really, really toxic. And that includes all of the weaves. Like, all of this. At least here, you can jab, but the issue with that is he has moves to beat jabs, right? So this is a true guess every single time he does this. And again, he's being rewarded for being wrong about, you know, a homing button. So I don't love that. I think besides that, like, I think Steve just needs a rework. I think the Lionheart stuff is, like, not very Steve. I don't think Steve players like it. No one likes playing against it. I think that Lionheart probably shouldn't, it just shouldn't be in the game, if I'm being honest. I don't know a single Steve player who's like, oh yeah, this is fire. I love doing this. Right? So, I don't know. This especially, I don't think this should give a mix-up on block. If we want to say this is, you know, +5, and if it wall crushes, it's +14, that's fine. No mix-up here, and I think that move was fine. And then, even if we were to somehow keep this, homing mid heat engager that wall splats, that needs to lose either the homing property or it needs to lose the heat engaging wall splatting property, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Steve just needs a rework at this point. It's not really a buff or nerf. All right, Victor.
For the next battle.
I think Victor is kind of close. Victor is really good. I think he's like top 5 right now. Victor's really, really good. The reason that Victor is so good is that this move exists and that this move exists. I think that Victor would still be fine if it weren't for these two moves. These moves should just be deleted. I kind of hate Victor. I don't know that many people that think that Victor is like cool. So yeah, I think that this move needs to go. If we want to have an advancing, a high crushing low, I think that's fine. This move can't be homing. The fact that this is a homing is crazy. So this move needs to not be homing, and it needs to not go into stance. Your reward is that you did 24 damage, and now you're in crouch or something, right? I just don't really understand why Victor is allowed to have an advancing homing low that gives him a stance mix-up. Seems way too good. So that move just needs to not do what it does or be deleted. Same thing with this. This charge is so fast that you can't react to him charging it. So even though this isn't like the most broken mix-up of all time, you can understand what you mean by, yeah, like, the thing about Victor is he has two moves that are disgustingly broken. Whereas a lot of these other characters have like 5 moves that are a little too good. Or in the case of like Brian or AK or Law, like 15 moves that are a little too good. Victor has 2 moves that are online, but these moves are like way out of line. Like if you told me this is the best charge move in the entire game, I would believe it. I think that's super valid. If you told me this is the best wall running move in the entire game, I would just believe that. That's super valid, right? And I think that's the issue with Victor, is that if Victor doesn't have this and doesn't have this, Victor is kind of cool. Like, if we're being super honest, the issue is we'll never know what Victor is like without this or without this, you know? So I think that is the big issue with this character, right? Like, this counter hit launches if he full charges it, but even if he doesn't, right, this is all guaranteed. Like, this is really good. This is really good. And the biggest thing about this move isn't even that it charges. The biggest issue with this move is this hard tracks his weak side. You can't step this right. You have to step this left. So let me... Right, this tracks right. So if you want to call this move out, you need to step this to his strong side. I wonder if you can step the charge. You can't even step the charge right. He can track you with a 28 frame move that does this on normal hit. This is for a YouTube video. I'm mostly just like talking to you guys, but this will be in a YouTube video. Right? Like, this is probably too good. And no character can step that, by the way. At least I'm pretty sure that no character can step that. Let me put Lily on the screen just to kind of confirm. But I'm 99% sure that this is completely homing.
Get ready for the next battle.
Or not homing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, no character in the game can step this to the right, which is Victor's weak side. Should we have a charge move that you can't react to the charge and sidestep this? Because that's the other issue with this move. Typically with charge moves, you can react to them charging it, and you can sidestep it. So I'm going to put Lily on my side, and then I'm going to put Victor on the other side. And then I'm going to try to step this on a reaction to him charging it. Cool, wants to use the previous characters? Yeah, I have everything recorded besides what I'm talking about today. So we'll have Victor do this. So I need to step this to the left, and then I'll have him do it on random intervals. This is a full charge. Like, do you see how early I have to step? If I'm even a tiny bit late, this is clipping me. And this is on Lily, right? If you're playing a regular character, you're never stepping this on reaction. I would be super surprised if Jin could step this on reaction.
Ready for the next battle.
Right? I'm stepping as soon as I see movement. And I can't stop this when I'm playing a regular character. Right? So, should this move exist in its current state? Probably not. This probably needs to be like a 36 frame charge or something. And it also probably shouldn't track his weak side. If they wanted this to track left, I think that'd be totally fine. But the fact that this tracks his weak side is unbelievable. And you can't step it on reaction for 99% of characters. So that move, just like with wall running 1+2, it just needs to be a different move. But if it's a different move, again, I think Victor is really close, right? Because, like, sure, this move is really good, right? This is wall splats. I think it's 0 on block too. Let me put this back on fast. Yeah, this is 0 on block. But the thing about this move is, like, you can step this, you can interrupt this, right? So, like, I don't mind that move being good. Victor has quite a bit of counterplay if you are, like, if you know the matchup. The issue is he has 2 moves with no counterplay. You just have to guess. So if up back 2 is a different move, and if wall running 1+2 is a different move, I actually think Victor is fine. He'll still be really strong, of course, but I think he'll be fine. Which I know a lot of people are going to disagree with, but I think if you're being, like, really honest, I think that's, like, a super reasonable point.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so Zhao Yu has a bunch of really messed up situations, but the only, like, ultra broken thing I think is the wall standing 4. So again, many of you guys have seen this already, but what I'm gonna have Jin do is I'm gonna have him do a wake up while standing 4. So let's say Jin does any low, right? If I do this, Jin has to tech roll in order to get away from this. If Jin does not tech roll, he will get relaunched. I forget the pickup here. I think it's down back 3. Yeah, so this is a, like, launch. Like, you are in the air. I don't remember the combo. But yeah, you're in the air, right? So that's quick recovery. The only way completely out of this is the backslide. She'll knock you away for a full reset to neutral for 29 damage, which is really good. So let's do just stand back up. So we'll do a quick stand. You still get launched. Let's do back roll. You get launched. Let's do front roll. You get launched. Side roll. You get launched. You guys, you see the point, right? No matter what, your only way to not get, I mean, we can check recovery kick and spring kick. So you still get launched on recovery kick. Still get launched on spring kick, right? So you get launched if you do anything besides tech roll or backslide. So now what I'm gonna have Jin do is I'm gonna have him tech roll and then do his fastest option from wake up, which is a while standing 4. He gets counter hit launched. Not only does he get counter hit launched, this is even a trade if you do it fast enough. Not only does he get counter hit launched, but he gets counter hit launched, and it's by a 16 frame move. So Zhao Yu is +6 here on this pickup whipping. So you have to hold a mix. You have to hold a -6 mix up here whenever Zhao Yu does her while standing 4. Yeah. That's pretty good. I've been a hater since second. Yeah. The wall standing forward, this is the best wall standing forward in the entire game because of this situation. You have to hold a mix-up here. Like, it's not up to you because she's +6. Right? Like, that's guaranteed. Can't do anything there. If she doesn't even want to give you a chance to press, she can do that. She might even be able to Cali roll. Nah, it doesn't work against Jen. But you see what I'm saying here. Again, this is a +6 mix-up here. Off of a wall standing 4, which is pretty good. I'm not sure. And then again, this is if you guess correctly. You think she's going to do this. You think she's going to do the relaunch. So your reward for not getting relaunched is holding a mix-up. That's pretty good. The only other, like, ultra broken thing is the Heat Smash. So most Heat Smashes, they play a cool cutscene when you hit your opponent and then it knocks them away, and then that's it. This is what Zhao Yu's back in Heat Smash does. On hit, you have to hold a mix-up. Probably shouldn't do that, I think. I think that is probably too good. What's going on, Nil? How are we doing? Besides that, we have down back 2. This is another one of these safe lows. I do not like safe lows.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
What's going on, Watch for Flowdro? How we doing? I think all safe lows that are a mix-up on block, if there was like a -10 low, I don't mind that. All safe lows that are a mix-up on block need to go. This is -8, and Zhao Yu can 1-frame parry from back turn, right? So she can do this, and if you do anything, then she will parry whatever you just did, which is extremely annoying. So, my opinion, this should be -11 because it's a 1-frame parry. This should be -11. Now, one of the issues with this being 2- is that Zhao Yu gets hop kicked here. So, if Zhao Yu is -9, then this becomes a launch. If they hop kick, because she can't parry hop kicks. So like Matterhorn, I can Matterhorn this on -11. So I like understand why she is allowed to parry here. Like, I get that. Maybe this just shouldn't be a 1-frame parry. Like, maybe that's the solution here. But yeah, I don't know exactly how to fix this because she has a 1-frame parry from back turn. I don't know what the solution is here. So yeah, this just needs to be different. So technically it's not a launching parry, it's technically a mix-up, right? Oh, actually, no. This isn't the launching parry. I know it's one that you're talking about. It's the punch parry. Because she has a punch parry where she'll like flip you and she'll flip you into back turn and put herself in hypnotist. Yeah. I think it's the hypnotist parry. That one is really good, but it's actually kind of scary for Zhao Yu to use against characters that have a back turn mix. So I don't mind that parry. But yeah, this is just really annoying. Maybe this should just be like a 4-frame parry instead. Like, maybe that's too much. If they made it a 4-frame parry, then this would probably have to also be -8 instead of -11. But this being a 1-frame parry just makes this super annoying. Because if I'm playing Lily, I'll wall standing 3 here. Because wall standing 3 will launch her if she goes for the parry. The issue is, wall standing 3 is 15 frames. If Zhao Yu just turns around, I'm dead. Right? So I have to risk my life every single time I want to go for that. I can try to hop kick, but if Zhao Yu turns around, she gets a 13-frame punish. Or if it just whiffs, then I'm just dead. Right? So I think that is extremely annoying, and that is something that I would want to see changed in some way. I don't know how, but that needs to be changed. Probably just make it a 4-frame parry and then make Cali roll -8. I think that's probably fine.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yoshi, I think Yoshi has one move that's too good. And I think it's this. This being a steel pedal, that's safe, and also a launcher when he's in heat, and also a weapon, and also homing. That's too many things. One of these things needs to be nerfed, and then I think Yoshi's honestly fine. Yoshi will always be strong in the environment of Tekken 8. Yeah, I think this is Yoshi's best move. Yoshi will always be strong in the environment of Tekken 8. Flash is incredibly powerful in a game where you're encouraged to press as much as you are in this game. So Yoshi's always going to be good. The issue with Yoshi is that we have this. Again, this is a advancing, safe, unreactable. This also hits from pretty far away too, right? It hits from like range 3.5. Like 3.4. Right? So, exceptionally long range, homing, steel pedal, heat engager, heat dash launcher that hits grounded and is safe and is a weapon. Something needs to be different. This probably shouldn't be homing. I think that's fair. This should have no tracking to either side. Given that it does all of the other things that it does. Oh, this. I think if this were 28 frames, that would be fine. Or however fast it needs to be so that you can tech roll hop kick. It needs to be that slow. I think if you know about tech roll hop kick, you should be able to tech roll hop kick this. Because again, we have a steel pedal that is safe. So if Yoshi wall splats you, he can keep doing this. And it flips you over and it'll keep hitting you. And this is really good. I'm not sure this should do all of the things it does. I think this is a heat dash launcher too, right? Yeah, this is also a heat dash launcher. That's like 15 properties on a move that could lose like 6 of them and still be really good, right? If this wasn't homing, this is still a really good whip punisher. It's still a steel pedal. It's still a heat engager. It's still a heat dash launcher. It's still safe. It probably just shouldn't be homing. Or maybe a better fix is it doesn't hit grounded anymore. I think if it doesn't hit grounded, this move is also still very, very good. Right? So I think this is Yoshi's best move by far. If this move either wasn't homing or wasn't a steel pedal, I think Yoshi's honestly fine. Next is Zafina. It's possible this move went. The unblock will be alright. Yeah, I think that's fine too.
Get ready for
Yoshi already has the top 2 wall Oki in the entire game. Top 1 in most levels of play and pro play, top 2. He already has that level of wall Oki. The fact that he gets that level of wall Oki and an unblockable and a steel pedal, it's too much. So for Zafina, it's like mostly frames. This is +6. On this +6, this move here, you can't sidestep this. Zafina has to do it fast enough, but you can see here, yeah, this move here, you can't sidestep this. So you have to hold a +11 mix up here. Also, I'm curious, is this guaranteed on normal hit? I wonder if this is guaranteed on a sidewalk. No, it's not guaranteed. Okay. So this +6. Yeah. If you're playing a regular character, you have to stand still here. Because this will track you if you go right. Same move will track you if you go left. This move is... This being +6 is crazy. Especially because it also does more chip to you than it does to her. This should probably be like +4. So you could do like a sidestep duck and get away from a bunch of her kit. That move being +6 is insane. We also have this. This is +10. You have to guess on +10. Especially at the wall, you have to guess on +10. Because you can't step this. Right? From back here, the 1+2 will just whiff. But +10 is a really crazy number. Again, this also does more chip to you than it does to Zafina. That's really good. There was another one. This does the same chip to you that it does to Zafina. But yeah, I think the frames on these two moves is like ultra broken. Yeah, like Zafina gets to do a lot of like looping plus frames, where Zafina can do like, so we showed this, into this, into this. Like, you have to hold all of this, right? So, right? Sure, you can step here at -7 if you have a hard read that she's gonna do this. But like, what if she does anything else? It's too much. It's way too much. I think this Tarantula down forward 1 should be +4. The wrong way, yeah. Yep. I think Tarantula down forward 1 should be +4. I think a Mantis down forward 1 should be like +5. That, or even +5 is kind of too much. I think these should both be +4. I think if they're both +4, Zafina still has so many frames that you can't do anything. But like, you can't just sidestep kind of mindlessly. But I think the Azazel move should be linear. Yeah, I mean, that would be good too. But yeah, it's just brutal. Like, these frames are really crazy. Yeah, the frames are just really good, and I don't particularly enjoy that. I think if the tracking on this were a little bit worse, now not way worse, but a little bit worse, then I think that this can stay at +6. But in order for this tracking to be a little bit worse and the character be fine, this needs to be like +4 with less pushback, and this needs to be like +4 with less pushback. But yeah, I think those 3 moves just make this character a nightmare to play against, because it forces you to interrupt her because you can't sidestep after any of it. And this isn't really a character that you want to be like pressing against. Like, the solution against the stance character that has all of the armors, 443 SCR being way too good. The whole issue with the Azazel moves tracking. Yeah. I mean, I also think that's fair too. But I think those 3 moves are like the egregious moves. I could be argued out of like, maybe like this should be linear or something, and then that's still annoying, right? Because you still have to hold this into this. But if this is completely linear, now a step right duck just like hard counters that entire stance, right? So Yeah, I could be argued either way. Where, like, this can either track a little bit less, or this should be completely linear. Because I think that these two Azazel moves in particular just totally change how this character plays, and it makes it, like, ultra obnoxious. Like, these two moves are, like... These are, like, borderline, like, top 10 moves in the entire game. Right? If you give any other character in the game plus 10 on block, that's a heat engager, by the way, a plus 10 on block heat engager into a stance mix-up, it's like that character's top 1, right? Like, can you imagine if Brian's Requiem went into back sway at plus 10? They would just delete the move. Like, they would just straight up remove it. Or like Reyna's Sentai 3. What if Reyna's Sentai 3 was plus 10 into Heaven's Wrath? They would remove it. Like, they would just straight up delete the move. Right? What's going on, Panda? How we doing? But yeah, I mean, that covers the entire cast. If there's any characters you guys want me to, like, go over again, then we can. But yeah, I mean, that covers the whole cast.
Get ready for the next battle.
I need to work on my P2 clamp backdash. Plus 16. This feels so uncomfortable. Oh, you know, I didn't talk about it in my in the Lily thing. Both of Lily's heat smashes should be nerfed. This is plus 14 on block. You can't do anything here. You just have to guess. Are you doing SOCD on P2? Yeah. Or I'm trying to anyways. Because what? It would be... I could do that, but like, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Because I just SOCD on P1. Manual is low-key better. Yeah, maybe on P2. Yeah, and then the back turn heat smash also. I don't know what that says. There are a lot of emojis in there, so I'm going to delete this message. Actually, how old is your account? Okay. I'm going to delete this message because I don't know what that says. How do I delete this? I think I need to do it on Twitch. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm deleting that. So that's cool. Talk about down 4-3. I think that Lily's did down 4-3 is fine. So the things that I think are too good about Lily. I can't delete this from restream. Whatever, that's fine. So let me switch stages.
Get ready for the next battle.
Does Lily have a generic backflip? If not, you should be able to use up instead of down to S. Yeah, she does. I get this all the time and then die for it. So I think, I guess it's more her down forward 4, but from down forward 3, down forward 4, homes to both. So I think that's fine though, because like, look at the situation on block. She's -8. Now, this is a fake -8 because she has a delayable extension. But like, she's -8. So I don't mind it. Her tracking is already so abysmal having a 13 frame move that tracks pretty well, I think is fine. Especially because, again, it does give up her turn. It doesn't do anything on, like, normal hit. Lily's always sidestep on a -8. I mean, that's true, but you can't step on -8. I don't know if you know this, but most people don't know this. So let me illustrate. Dragunov is actually the best character to show this with.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Lily players are interesting, but you cannot sidestep on -8. So let me show you what I mean. Dragunov's down 4-1 on hit is +7. His back 1+2 is notoriously linear. Talk to any longtime Dragunov player, they will tell you this move, they get launched for trying to use it all of the time. Like, literally all of the time. So, on +7, even +7 on hit, I can sidestep this in both directions, right? So, this is completely linear. This is one of the most linear moves in the entire game. Oops. Yeah, this is one of the most linear moves in the entire game. Look what happens on +8. Dragunov will turn to face you. So this is part of the Tekken 8 game engine, where if you are +8 or more plus, and you're not in stance, because stances, they operate a little bit differently. If you are +8 or more, your character will realign with your next button, as long as it's not a forward input, a crouch dash input, or a like QCF input. Like, if you don't have a motion input, then it will always realign every single time, right? So again, I'll show this here with Lily, where if I have drag sidewalk left, this will whip. And it whiffs by a lot too, right? Like, this is a big whiff. Now, on -8, Lily will turn to face. Right? So, sidestepping on -8 is not real. If you're getting stepped on -8, it's because you delayed the button. So, just to illustrate, if I delay this, now he can sidestep it again, right? But yeah, the game engine is coded so that if you're +8 and press on immediate timing, it's always going to work. Okay, so the things I think that should be nerfed about Lily. The heat smash facing forward. This is +14. You have to guess here. Now, it doesn't sound like it would be that good of a guess. She can stack a +5 on you at range 2. So, like, again, that's true, but, like, her tracking is really bad. Right? Like... Now, Dragunov has a better than average sidestep, so I can switch to Jin. But Lily's tracking is really bad. Obviously, I'm not including Cartwheel. Cartwheel does what it does, right? But Lily's tracking is not good. That move tracks. Yeah, so down 4-4 tracks, but this is a -2 on hit. For a 13 frame pseudo homing button, I think -2 on hit. And how much damage is this? -2 on hit and 12 damage. That seems fine to me. Especially because it's also -8 on block, right? This does track right against characters, or this tracks right against regular sidesteps. If your sidestep is even a little bit better than average, this doesn't have any tracking right. Also, on +1, this doesn't track right. Now, obviously, from back here, also, if she's too far away, this doesn't track right. Second part is hit confirmable. This is Twitch confirmable. Even the best Lily players in the world aren't hit confirming this. This is very difficult to hit confirm. You can Twitch confirm this. This is only hit confirmable on counter hit. See? Like, you can go pretty late on counter hit and still confirm this. On normal hit, you have to be like, the instant I see the hit spark, I'm pressing. You can Twitch confirm that. You can't hit confirm it. It's the same thing with this. Counter hit gives a bigger confirm window. Yeah, exactly. This really, really, really solid Lily players can hit confirm this. But yeah, like even on counter hit, you can't confirm this. You have to Twitch confirm this. So yeah, I don't mind down forward 4-4 tracking, especially again her tracking is really bad. So this, you know, even if we get the +5. Now, because she's so far away, this isn't tracking anymore. So like the +5 from back here, like this isn't real, right? Because the one tracking move that we have, yeah, this does, it's just a weird move. I think it's one of these moves that are, if you're sidewalking, it will track you. Yeah. If you're sidewalking, then this will track you. If you're not sidewalking, like if you step it on immediate timing, then it won't track. It's one of those moves. Which I would also have this nerf, right? But that would be like a systems thing and not a Lily thing. Also, the hitbox, where the hitbox is like right at her feet. So it does need like a very specific distance in order to track you. Because if you notice, if I'm too close, this will sometimes whiff. It's not whipping now. But yeah, if you're too close, this will whiff sometimes. So yeah. Back turn armor move is questionable. I don't think the high crushing homing button for back turn also needs to do 50 damage. Because this isn't hit confirmable and it's punishable on block, I don't mind it. But I understand what you mean. I don't mind this. If you could hit confirm this, then I think this should be like deleted. But you can't hit confirm this. So yeah, doesn't bother me as much. But again, I do understand like what you mean. Yeah, like if even in its current state, this probably shouldn't give a follow-up here. Like maybe this can wall splat, but maybe it shouldn't give a follow-up. Yeah, but let me just show some of like the tracking again, right? That's just an annoyance in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's also fair. So like, her jabs will track regular side steps, but her down forward 1 whiffs, hop kick whiffs, whatever this move is whiffs, her down forward 2 whiffs, back 1 whiffs. That's a really important move. Her QCF 1, or her QCF through 3+4, this has pretty good tracking, but it's actually really hard to get it to come out. This is really hard to get to track a sidewalk left on immediate timer. But you can do it, obviously. Down 1-2 has good tracking. Down 3 has good tracking. Down back 3 has very good tracking. So we have some moves that have good tracking here, but like, look at the type of moves that we have. Launch punishable low, another low, and a high that is -8 on block. Especially because you're mostly having to deal with an 8-frame heat engager, and a normal frame situation you have to choose whether to take it for your health or heat engager. That's not true. On block, the mix-up is will Lily do the homing mid or will Lily do anything else? Which, like, that is a mix-up, but, like, not really, right? So, I believe it's step right duck for regular characters. So, you do have to react and stand back up here. Right? This armor tracks too much because it has 3 active frames. I think this not tracking as much, I think it's totally fair. Like, this should probably only have 1 active frame. Or, like, maybe 2, I guess. But this move tracks really, really well. It's basically a homing armor that also wall splats. You can step the armor to the left. But yeah, this one 100% tracks too much because of the 3 active frames. Not only that, if you were to do a step block, this becomes -11. So I just think this should only have 1 active frame. I think if this move has 1 active frame, this move is fine. So yeah, armor should have 1 active frame. I think Lily shouldn't have any strong aerial tailspins. This is a character who had a really cool and really interesting combo routes before, and they're all gone because of strong aerial tailspin. Like, this combo route is still, like, decently interesting, and it's, like, decently hard. Right? You have to do an instant while running 1/1+2. Like, stuff like that is really cool. Right? We get wall here. This is a really good wall combo. Yeah, I also think that she's, like, she's allowed to have the, like, best risk to reward ratio back turn. Like, so one of the characters has to have it, right? So if it's Lily, then, you know, that's who it is. But, like, that combo, one, doesn't use any resources, so she gets wall, which is really good. This is a character who has, like, top 3 wall Oki in the entire game. I think that the only characters with better wall Oki than Lily are Brian and Yoshimitsu. So, should a character with top 3 wall Oki in the entire game, should they also get really good wall carry for no execution? Probably not. If Lily were to do something like this to get wall, I think this is fine. Right? Like, this combo is hard. I haven't done back one loops in a while. Right? But if Lily were to do a combo like this to get wall, I think this would be totally fine. We gotta nerf Lily. I mean, I think every character needs to be nerfed. Right? If you had to do that to get wall, 1, that's way cooler than the current routes, but 2, Lily has to work really hard for her execution. That's kind of always been a Lily thing in prior games, is that 1, she's been ass in all the prior games, but 2, and more importantly, her combos are as easy or as hard as you want them to be. And I think that if I want to do the good shit, I should have to work for it. Right? I should have to do this to get wall here. The fact that you don't have to do that, I think, is a big miss. You know, the fact that any no-name whatever Lily player can get wall with a hop kick. Any Lily player can do that combo. That combo is 0 at execution, right? Should any Lily player be able to get wall with a hop kick? Probably not. Right? Like, if the Lily player wanted to work really, really hard, you know, maybe she could do something like that. Like, this is the old forward 4 combo, right? Right, like maybe so something like that to get wall. If she had to do that, I think that's fine. The fact that, again, any Lily player can do what, this? I don't even know what the standard forward 4 combo is now. It's probably this. Like something like that. I don't even know what it is. Oh, no. They just do a QC up 3. I don't think that you can get wall all off this route, though. But, yeah, I don't think that you should have strong arrow tailspins. I think that the only one that you should get is this, because this one doesn't have any wall carry. So, again, this same hop kick combo. Right? That is very hard for Lily to get wall with that strong arrow tailspin. So, yeah, I just don't think she should have them. So, 1, you shouldn't have strong arrow tailspins besides the up 1+2. The heat smash plus 14 on block is really crazy. Like, that's really crazy. Most people don't know that's plus 14 on block. That is broken. I do not think that should be a plus 14 on block. And then the other one is the back turn heat smash. The back turn heat smash, this is currently -8. What's going on, Menez? So her back turn heat smash is -8. Her back turn armor takes 5 frames to activate, meaning that in order to like hard beat the back turn heat smash, you need a 13 frame long range punish. Not every character has a 13 frame long range punish because this also has a decent amount of pushback. Easy solution: -10 with no pushback. If Lily does her armor, so I also think all of the low heat smashes should be launched. If Lily does her armor and you do a 16 frame move, you can't launch it. If Lily does anything else, then you can launch it, right? Now, if the Lily player wants to do this to evade the launch, or if she wants to do this to evade the launch, then that's fine. But you should always be able to at least try to launch this. Speaking of this move, I don't think this move needs to be nerfed. This move is really funny. Let me show you guys why.
Get ready for the next battle.
So I'm going to put Anna in heat here. And then I'm going to have Anna punish my heat smash with her own heat smash. This is very funny. So, if I do this, I can't armor this because it's a heat smash. If I try to jump over it, I still get hit. And if I hold back, I still get hit. So this is a really, really strong punish. Except, it's not. Oh, hold on, I messed up. Hold. You can go under this sometimes. Maybe it's a range issue. Yeah, maybe I need to do it from back here. I wonder if they changed this. This used to be able to go under this. I think they changed this. Like, last patch, this used to go under this. I wonder if they stealth nerfed this. And just didn't say anything. Alright, well, forget that. That doesn't matter. That used to be funny, but that doesn't work anymore. So, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they must have stealth nerfed that, because, like, I did that against Joy, and Joy didn't like that. But yeah, so just to recap the Lily stuff, back turn armor has too many active frames. This should only have one active frame. Because this has 3 active frames, this is very, very difficult to sidestep. Back turn 1+2, this is -11. This would probably be a -13, especially because of Force's Crouch. I think this being at least -12, but probably -13, I think is totally fine. Back turn Heat Smash, this should be -10 with no pushback. All back turn Heat Smashes should be launch. Or all low Heat Smashes should be launch. So I don't think that's like a Lily only thing. I think they should all be launch. Because you also have to consider they all hard wall break, right? Every single low Heat Smash. So if I'm getting a hard wall break and 40 damage, and in Lily's case, hers will wall splat from particular angles, it should probably be launch. Yeah. The forward-facing Heat Smash, I think -14 can stay, but make it steppable both ways, not homing. I don't think her back turn Heat Smash is homing, but I could be wrong. Oh, you know what? No, you're right, because back turn 2 tracks really well to both sides if you're playing a regular character. But the other thing about the back turn Heat Smash is this isn't really a mix-up. Because if you're doing like proper Lily counterplay, then what you'll do here is you'll do a step right duck. Right? So if you're doing proper Lily counterplay, then you'll do this. And there's no mix-up. Don't know about Lily's back turn. So Lily's starts from this move, and this move tracks really well. This move is not homing. All of the privileged sidesteps can sidestep it. And I think you can just hard commit to a sidewalk right. I'm actually curious. Maybe not. Is it left then? No, this one just tracks really well. So better sidesteps can get away from that. But yeah, this does track really well. Yeah, but because this comes out of like a mix-up stance, if you're accounting for the back turn down 2 and doing your step right duck, you're just going to evade this anyways. So whether or not it tracks is kind of irrelevant. The only time it matters is here, right? Because here you're hard guessing anyways. So you're guessing between low, hard wall break and mid launcher. And I do think that back turn 1+2 is like way too good. Because it's only -11, your opponent has no incentive to ever duck back turn. And I feel like they should have an incentive to duck back turn. You can get clipped by the mid trying to do a side step right duck. You can get clipped by the armor trying to do a step right duck. But if the Lily player has eyes and is paying attention, which, to your guys' defense, that is not very common amongst Lily players. If the Lily player has eyes and is paying attention, then the step right duck will not get tagged by the launcher. I'm going to look really dumb when Jin gets tagged here. Right? Okay, hold on. Maybe he needs to step a little bit more. Hold on. I'm troubleshooting. Okay, he should be good here. Right? So, like, this is a option select for basically the entire stance. The back turn 1-2 will tag you sometimes. Yeah. Like, if you're getting clipped, you messed up, right? Because she's minus going into a 16 frame move. right? So the only option that she has here, because you block the Hell Sweep, you block that low, you block this low. The only option she has to catch you is that. What about when she's plus? That's a good question. I think if she's plus, you can still do a step right duck. It needs to be a little bit more shallow though. So like maybe that. This is really hard to get the timing down. Yeah, let me do like a micro step dot. That should be good. So we block the low. Yeah, so even on plus frames, you can still step right duck. The only issue is now the jabs are hitting you, right? But like, she's also plus. Maybe some stuff should hit you if she's plus, especially given that this is a launch punishable low, right? So I don't mind the jabs hitting you, but like the huge buttons, you're beating both of these. I wonder if you're still beating this low, the down 4. Yeah, so the down 4 will hit you, but it's only +1 on hit, right? So yeah, like you can separate duck all of this. At least all of the big buttons. So Lily's Heat Smash being, you know, what it is, I don't mind it tracking as much as it does because, one, it's coming from a move. Yeah, exactly. One, it's coming from a move that already tracks well, right? Like her back turn down 2 tracks exceptionally well. But more importantly, the counterplay you're already doing to this stance is covering the Heat Smash, right? So this tracking as well as it doesn't bother me at all. What does bother me is that a lot of characters can't punish the back turn Heat Smash. I don't think that should be a thing. I think most characters should be able to punish the back turn Heat Smash. Something else that bothers me is the forward facing Heat Smash. No one knows how plus this is if you hold forward. The amount of people that I catch trying to rage art me here is insane. Plus 14 is demonic. This should be like +7 max. Yeah, plus 14 is absolutely insane. But you would be so surprised how many people I get trying to rage art me here, and I just hop kick, right? So I'm gonna have Jin rage art as the punish. So many people, they'll try to rage art me here. So many people. If Asuka can't have +11, no, yeah, exactly. I think max, this should be +7, but this is also like a systems change where the point of a Heat Smash is, here's my big super move. If you block my big super move, why is it still my turn? Right? But if it is still going to be my turn, which I don't think it should, if it is still going to be my turn, +7's probably fine. Maybe +14's too much. Yeah. So back turn Heat Smash and forward Heat Smash should both be nerfed. I think that they're both too strong on block. Back turn 1+2 should be at least -12, probably -13. This is a decently damaged launcher. Can we offer a buff? Yeah, this should be 14 frames. Everyone says that Lily has godlike punishment, and this is a character who has the worst while standing 13 frame punish in the entire game. This is the only mid-high where you're still getting launched, but also it doesn't wall splat. So this is the worst 13 frame. Steve's might be bad too, but I think Steve's, he gets a Lionheart mix, right? Or does he go into Peekaboo or Flicker? He gets to choose, right? I don't actually remember what Steve's 13 frame wall standing is. Yeah, he gets a Lionheart mix. And that's a hard guess every single time. Like, technically, Lily has a mix-up here on this +10. The mix-up is she gonna do her launch punishable low, or is she gonna do anything else? If she does anything else, there's no mix-up here, right? So this is the worst while standing 13 frame punish in the entire game. Yeah, like, she has a bunch of mids here, but like, look at all of these mids, right? We have a homing mid heat engager that's not hit confirmable, -13. We have this -9 mid here that has delayable follow-ups. Now, this delay is broken. I think this delay is sick. This is almost a full second delay. Not only is this almost a full second delay, this is a counter hit launcher. That's sick. Yeah. Like, this move is crazy. This move is nuts. But I like that move because it's -14, right? So it comes with a pretty huge risk. Yeah, exactly. She's like, well, wait a second. Hold on. Wait, what? Well, what's the next thing? Oh, true. My fault. This is the next button. Yeah, so we have an unsafe mid counter hit launcher. We have an unsafe mid that wall splats as -9. This is also not a natural string, right? This is not a natural string. This one is, but this is safe and not a natural string. Dragunov literally has the same delay with string, but his is safe. Yeah, down forward 1-4 is pretty good. It is a high, so you can't duck it, but down forward 1-4 is pretty good. We have a not hit confirmable armor. This isn't even counter hit confirmable, right? This is not hit confirmable at all. Oh, the jab it in the mid. Oh yeah, the forward 2-4. Yeah, that one's broken. That move is really good. What else do we have from the stance? We have an armor. Now, this armor is really good. This armor is only -11. And I think if you hit this at tip range, you can get this to be -10. I don't actually know how to get this to hit at tip range, though. But yeah, that's -11. So, like, that's a really good armor button. This also wall splats. I'm not sure this should wall splat, but... And this tornado's airborne opponents. So if you try to, like, hop kick do glide, then you'll get launched. So maybe it shouldn't do one of those things. But again, we're talking about the mix-up here. Yeah, this armor looks dumb, but listen, okay? Lily has some dumb animations, okay? This is not a cute move, right? This is not a cute move, okay? She has some dumb looking moves. But listen, okay? Everyone has some dumb looking moves, okay? You don't see me talking about Heihachi's dumbass charge. That move looks stupid too. What else do we have from Do Glide? Oh, we have this. This is a high that's +6 on block. But again, we've already talked about Lily's tracking on +6. Her tracking on +6 is, like, not that good, right? All of her big buttons are whipping on +6. So, her small buttons are still tracking on +6. But, yeah, her big buttons, even her forward 1 +2, you know, the boogeyman move. This is completely linear on +6. right? And like this move is 20 frames. You can just mash there. To get a fast QCF2, like reasonably speaking, most people are gonna do that in like 18 to 19 frames. So she does not have fast mids at all, right? Like the tracking here is not good. So that +6 kind of doesn't matter. So what else do we have from Douglide? Oh, we have 3. This is unsafe. I don't know why this is unsafe. This still being unsafe is crazy to me. We have while standing 4. And we have Douglide down forward 4, which is this. This has a little bit of high crush. That's also a counter hit launcher. But again, what we're talking about is the situation after while standing 1-2. So the situation here is you stand block and you beat the entire thing besides slide. And if you have a hard read on slide, that's minus, what, 18? Or is this minus 16? This is minus 18, right? So, in my opinion, this is the worst while standing 13 frame punish in the entire game. We also don't really have a while standing 14 frame. We do have this, but this is only good at the wall. This does wall splat, right? It's not bad. Would you smuggle a sardine to Montana to learn the water wind otter fist? Probably not. Doesn't Azu suck ass do? She just doesn't have one. She has a while standing 4-1 and a launch. That's it. So like Azu's while standing punishment is bad, but for the characters that have a 13 frame punish, this is the worst one. So like it's a very minor distinction. But I do think it is a distinction worth making. So this is a character who basically doesn't have a while standing 14 frame punish, right? Because this does a lot less damage than her 13 frame, which is bad. Her 13 frame is the worst in the entire game. She does have a 15 frame. She does have a 16 frame. So that's all good. And her 11 frame is good, right? At the wall, this is amazing. There are certain lows where if she blocks them, that's guaranteed. So Brian's hatchet kick, I believe that's guaranteed. Zafina's low that goes into Mantis, I believe that's guaranteed. I believe it's also guaranteed off of Kuli's down 1+2. I'm not 100% sure though. So let me check. I think this is guaranteed here though. No, it's not even guaranteed there. Maybe it's her back turn 1+2 or her back turn down 2. One of these lows, this is guaranteed against. No, it's not that one. Maybe it's the stripper kick thing. Yeah, it's doing tricks on it low. Yeah. Oh, so just none of her lows is guaranteed. Okay. Well, I know it's guaranteed after Brian's hatchet kick and after what's going on, Phil? It's for sure guaranteed after a hatchet kick and after Zafina's low that goes into Mantis. So like this is a really good while standing 4, especially because this is a knockdown while standing 4. Most of the knockdown while standing 4s are unsafe. Lily's is the only one that's safe, as far as I know. So we have a good while standing 4. We have the worst 13 frame punish in the game. We basically don't have a 14 frame. So we just have a while standing 4 and a launcher. Guns is a safe? Yeah, it's minus 10. A lot of people don't know it's minus 10. It actually might be minus 12. Yeah, no one punishes it. No one punishes anything that June does. Which I think is one of the reasons why June is like so good in the ranked environment is that no one punishes anything. But this is minus 10. Yeah, it's minus 12. Zhao Yu's is minus 10. But yeah, minus 12. So, yeah. Yep. Lily can't punish this with her 1-1, but she doesn't need to because she can punish it with both of her 12 frames. It looks similar to her mid-high string. Yeah. Is this for a YouTube video? Yeah, no, you can type as much as you want. I'm not recording right now. Like, I'm just talking about Lily stuff. Because a lot of people say this character is broken, and like, Lily does a lot of really good things. Okay? Like, she does a lot of really good things. But she also comes with way more weaknesses than like Brian, Heihachi, Dragunov, Law, right? Like, compared to all of the like actual top tier characters, Lily has a lot of weaknesses. Her down forward 1? I think her down forward 1's fine. The tracking is kind of ass, but the thing I like about Lily's down forward 1, so offensively, her down forward 1 is nuts because it's -1 on block, +8 on hit. +8 is the magic number in Tekken 8, right? Because on +8, you can't step anything. So this is a really good down forward 1, especially because her forward 4 is 17 frames. So we have a, after this, if we think they're going to mash, we have a homing safe counter hit launcher. That's really good. The tracking. The tracking is, so Lily's tracking in general is just not good, right? Like, her tracking in general is just ass. I don't even, does this track right? Yeah, this track's right. What's going on, Blown? How's it going? So, like, this tracks her strong side, which you would expect, given that it's her strong side. But this has very poor tracking to her weak side. They do down 3 and down forward 1, they step into it, yeah. I mean, her down 3 has crazy tracking. Her down 3 is very good. Oh, hold on. June can stop this. My fault. Her down 3 has very good tracking, but yeah, June can stop that. After jabs, at least. But, yeah, this character comes with a lot of flaws. Like, a lot of flaws that a lot of people just don't know about. I know that ads are going on, so I'm going to wait until ads get back before I keep talking about it. If her back turn wasn't so good, I'd put her lower. Yeah, her back turn is the like best risk reward back turn in the entire game. I think it's allowed to be the best risk reward back turn in the entire game because her tracking is terrible and her punishment is not that good. Right? This is probably the best 12 frame punish in the entire game. Think it's better than Kuni? Yes. I think Lily has the best risk reward in the game. Kuni's is artificially inflated by full crouch down 1+2 being +5, meaning that back turn 1+2 is homing. So this is the longest range 12 frame punish in the game. I think that is what makes this so good. Nina and Lee's 11 frame. So those are like better rewarding punishes, but this has like really crazy range. I don't think that Lee's maybe Lee's 11 frame has really good range. I could be tripping, but Lee's 11 frame might have really crazy range. Yeah, like this range is much worse, right? Like this is much worse. Like this is whiffing from range, what, 1 point, what, from like range 2? This whiffs. Lily's is hitting against some male characters. I think this hits from like range like 2.8. Like 2.6 if they're doing literally nothing. Yeah, that's range 2.6. That's really crazy range. I don't think there is a single -12 move that recovers standing that she can't punish. So, like, a lot of people see this punish, and they're like, damn, Lily's punishment is broken, right? And, like, it's not bad. Like, she doesn't have Anna punishment, right? Anna's punishment is dog shit. Like, Anna actually has bad punishment. So, like, but, you know, oh, Lily has a 10-frame wall splat. Look at this range. What, this is range 1.7? From range 1.6, this is whipping. What about from range 1.5? Okay, so this hits at range 1.5. At range 1.6, her broken 10-frame wall splat whiffs. Now, the nice thing about this is that this is like the premier sidestep whiff punisher for like jabs. Jabs are notoriously difficult to whiff punish, but you whiff a jab, Lily has a punish for it. So like she can confirm that you whiffed and then punish you. I forgot that Lee's tracking is really good on +1. Are jabs that hard to whiff punish? So it's very difficult to launch jabs on whiff. Like, this isn't a punish. I'm not even, if I'm confirming that he's whiffing, okay, the jab is over. Like, it's too late. You see? But I can confirm the whiff and then 2-4 this. It's still hard, but you can do that. You can confirm, okay, he whiffed, and then 2-4. And then that's what makes this really good, right? Because we have a, like, at the wall, I think you're going to press. I do what? So I can do standing block into punish, record a jab. So this is where 2-4 is like really broken, is when I do this. That's when it's ultra broken. Like this is when this being a 10-frame wall splat is really crazy. Is when your back is against the wall, and then I do some Oki to you that you've never seen, and then you try to take your turn back and you just die, right? Because like a situation that I do is I'll do this, where I do a 3-hit tornado. I do this. So if you do this delay properly, this will hit them in the low swamp, and it'll do 58 damage. So you see there, I did it wrong, it's 55. I haven't done this in a long time. So that will low swamp, right? If you get up and you do anything besides like tech roll and block, then this forward 3 will resplat you, which is really, really good. But this is -3. So what I can do here is I can do this. I think I can have him stand up and try to jab here. What's going on, Arlo? So on that -3, if you stand up and block it, I can do a step, and if your move whiffs, you're just dead, right? Because again, I do this, so I reset that situation, you stand up, I do this, dead. We get some Lily buffs. If she gets anything buffed, I think this needs to be 14 frames. It probably won't be allowed to launch anymore, but even if this doesn't launch, like, if I heat dash and get this, I'm kind of fine with that. This would do the low swamp damage, so let's see. I think this is also 32. So if I got 49 there on heat dash, I think it's fine. For this to be like a real 14-frame punish, I think that'll be totally fine. The fact that she doesn't have a standing 14-frame punish, or a 13-frame punish, has a lot of counterplay. Like, this isn't a real mix-up. Like, yeah, her punishment has really huge holes in it. So, like, a lot of people, they see this and they're like, her punishment's broken, but, like, it's just not. Like, it's super not. Especially given how ass this punishes. Like, it's super not that good. I would say her punishment is, like, lower middle of the pack. And it's hard carried by how good of a punish this is. Her hop kick is good, though. Her hop kick is the third longest range hop kick in the entire game. So, like, I mean, that's pretty good. It doesn't have any evasion, but third longest range hop kick in the game, like, that's not nothing. Who you think is bottom 5 punishment? Zafina and Anna are bottom 2. Like, guaranteed they're bottom 2. Let me look at the roster. Who else has, like, bad punishment? If you can do electrics, I can't say Kazuya. And down back 1-2 is broken. Steve, yeah. Steve is down there. So Steve, Anna, Zafina. Maybe Raven? Maybe Drag. Drag doesn't have a 13 frame punish, but his wall standing punishment is so good, though. Actually, is it so good? He has 12 and 15. I don't know if Drag's wall standing punishment is that good. I think Drag actually has pretty low tier punishment. Shoulder heat engaging is really crazy. Like, shoulder heat engaging is really crazy. It's really crazy. But if that didn't heat engage, yeah, Kazuya's punishment is godlike. Yeah, Kazuya's punishment is insane. Like you're actually tripping if you think his punishment is bad. Like, hold on. I want you to look at the frames. He only has 1-1-2 up to I-17. True. This is 11 frames. This is 13 frames. Not only is this 13 frames, I'm going to knock Lee on the ground, and I want you guys to look at something. Okay, so Lee is on the ground. Look what happens if he doesn't get up. You can't tell me that that's not an insane move. He needs that, though? True, yeah. I think Kazuya needs to be able to launch you from the ground. I think that's fair. My fault. Obviously, it's not the most damaging launch. Actually, can't he do this out in the open? He doesn't even need a wall for this. I think he can do this out in the open. Yeah, he can do this out in the open. Yeah, like, for a 13 frame button, it doesn't get much better than that, right? Like, that's a fucked up button. Like, well, let's not get it too twisted, okay? So what? We have this on 11. We have this on 12. Wall splatting 12 frame mid. And it gives him a resplat, right? Because he can backdash into this. Yeah. This is insane. So that's a really good 12 frame punish. We have this on 13. We have this on 14. And if you're good, we have this on 15. If you're ass, then we have this. Which, like, that's fine. If you're ass, then that's what you get, right? And then his wall standing punishment, we have twin pistons. This is minus 12. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you cannot tell me his character is bad from punishment. I would put Kazuya, like, probably top 10 punishment. If you can do 15 frame electrics. An elite level Kazuya? True. But, like, bruh. Minus 12, by the way. The range on Twin Pistons is ass. Are you rage baiting? I need you to be honest with me. Are you rage baiting me? They don't make lows with pushback. Like, like, okay, I was about to say. It's like there isn't a minus 13 low with pushback. That's like not real. If you can find me a minus 13 low that Kazuya can't Twin Pistons, I'll gift you a sub. Because I don't believe, like, oh, the punishment is ass. Like, nah, bro. Like, let's be so for real right now. You can get spaced out sometimes. I mean, by who, though? So, like, if you wanted to say, I space out Silvertail intentionally. Okay, what's the input on Silvertail? Is that the full crouch low? Full crouch, down forward 4. Okay, to be fair, what's going on, Antonio? To be fair, okay, so what, from like back here? Okay, so yeah, I guess if you block a tip range Silvertail, then you can't to Twin Pistons that. But Fujin Rocket hits this. And this move is insane. Oh, wait, it doesn't hit it at, like, tip range. Right? But also, you can still launch this at point blank. So, I don't know. Like, this move is crazy. It has a counter hit property. For what? That's a 47 damage counter hit on a safe mid. Like, no, that move is gone. Lee has one low that doesn't get launched. True. Yeah, true. Top 5? You think Lee is top 5? Okay, Arlo, I need you to drop your top 5 in chat right now. I might have to time you out. I need you to drop your top 5. Your top 5 doesn't have to match mine. It needs to be reasonable, though. Lee and... Okay. Arlo, I'll see you in 5 minutes. I just... Whoa. Or actually, I think it's 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll see you in 10 minutes. That... I'm legally blind after reading those messages. Just... Whoa. I can't see anymore after what I just read. I can't see. That was insane. What doesn't Lee have? Okay. I'm not going to say that Lee does not have good buttons. But, okay? It's Tekken 8. Every character has good buttons. So, but, you know, let's bring up Lee, my GOAT. Okay? Who do I want to beat up today? Let's beat up Pokemon.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. Lee has good buttons. Okay. Oh my god, what is my frame rate right now? Okay. Lee has good buttons. You have a 14 frame launcher. It doesn't do that much damage, but it's a 14 frame launcher from crouch. That's obviously good. We have 15 frame launcher standing. We have a really good whip punisher here. We have really good turn stealing buttons. Like, really good turn stealing buttons, right? Really good whip punishment. Really good block punishment. Lee has a lot of really, really good stuff. I actually need to switch the opposing character again. Let's take a look at Lee's tracking.
Get ready for the
Let's take a look at his tracking. Now, obviously, you're going to say, but he has 1+2. 1+2 is a good button. It's too good of a button. I think even Lee players would acknowledge that's too good of a button, right? Okay, so we'll have Jin block and we'll have him sidewalk left. Okay, so that's a down forward 1. We're whipping on +5. His back 3-3 gets outranged on +5. What else do we have? There was something else here. Doesn't he have a way to get in on +4? Oh, after back 3-3, right? So on +4 here, the other back 3-3 whiffs. Down forward 1 whiffs. Down forward 2 tracks. That's good. I didn't know that tracked. Up forward. I don't even know what button that was. Whatever button that is, that doesn't track. What else do we have? His down forward tracks pretty well. Another back 3-3 whiffs, right? Like, these are all the, like, super broken Lee buttons, right? So, yeah, like, the tracking is pretty suspect. It's not, like, terrible, but even on +4, it's pretty sus. Yeah, and then 1+2. Yes, this is the infinity button. Again, I'm not going to tell you this move isn't insane. This move shouldn't go into HMS, in my opinion. I think if this move doesn't go into HMS, this move is fine. But, like, even though it does go into HMS, we all know that sidestep right duck beats everything besides 2 buttons, right? So that means that Lee is getting launched every time you do a sidestep right duck and he doesn't pick the button that beats it. That's pretty high risk. Down 3, this is a very good turn stealing button. Super, super good. This is a launch. We have Magic 4. If Lee doesn't commit to this, so if Lee just does this, it's -13. The only way that he can make this not -13 is by finishing it, which is launch. Yeah, exactly. Like, Lee takes really crazy risks. He can just do nothing in a safe mid. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, like, now he's opening himself up to getting counter hit, right? Because, okay, we have to crouch cancel here. So if we do a perfect crouch cancel, then we can do a standing 3 here. That is a 16 frame move. We've all played Tekken 8. Who's going to let you slam a 16 frame move here just all day? No one's going to let you do that. Like, your opponent can just down forward 2 here, and if you try to do a safe mid, dead. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, so many characters that have G-Clefs in this game. It's funny because I've never played Tekken 7, but I booted it up last night and just, like, messed around with a lot of the cast. It's so crazy how few characters have G-Clefs in Tekken 7. Like, so few characters have G-Clefs in that game. But, yeah, like, Lee has to make a lot of hard reads with his kit. That's just kind of how his kit is designed. And it means that Lee has to take a lot of risks. Like, I don't know. I don't think a character that takes infinity risks can be, like, a top 5 character. I don't think that Lee is bad, especially in the environment of ranked. Lee is probably, like, top 15 in ranked. I think in tournament, he's much worse, but in ranked, I think a reasonable person putting Lee to top 15, I think is totally valid. But top 5? That's crazy. Like, that's actually insane. I completely disagree with that. Especially because, like, there's other characters. Like, Fakaram is another character that also takes risks, right? Like, but the issue with Fakaram is he can mitigate a lot of these risks. Try playing Steve against his Abomination. Listen, okay? Lee has some really good matchups. But, like, it's kind of the same thing with Lily, right? Like, Lee has a really good matchup spread into characters that use a lot of advancing highs. That's that's where Lee really shines. And also, if you don't take your frames against Lee, like, Lee's gonna mess you up for that. Lily has really good matchup spread. If your character's stance is designed to not be sidestepped, and a Lily can sidestep it, that character feels like a nightmare to play against. For instance, Lily has a really good Victor matchup. So let me put Victor on the screen. Yeah, so Kenzo, I think Lee's 1+2 is too good. I think a very easy fix is it doesn't transition into stance. I think if it didn't transition to HMS, I think that 1+2 is fine. It's still very, very good, but I just don't think it should go into HMS. I don't think a homing button should give a mix-up on block. It's also really good. I don't think it's broken. I think HMS 1+2 with no, or HMS. I think 1+2 with no HMS is allowed to be one of the best homing moves in the game. Like, someone has to have the best one, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, like, Lee doesn't have the tournament success outside of exactly fighting GM. He's like, how good could he be if, like, random Lee main 69 like, can't put up top 16s, you know? So I'm gonna, one of the really nice things about Lily is that her matchup spread is really good, right? So this is one of the best things about this character, is that a lot of mix-ups that most other characters have to just hold, she doesn't have to. I didn't time the duck fast enough. That should be good. Okay, so if we look at this mix-up, this is the thing that makes Lily so good, is that this is the stance that you're supposed to guess. Like, you either jab or block. Lily doesn't care. She can full option select this entire stance, right? So in a game where everyone's supposed to guess, being able to ignore that is really, really good. Like, super, super, super good. That's how she's balanced. But the issue... Arlo, you gotta relax. The issue is that there are a lot of characters that don't have stances that you can option select, and Lily, so much of her power is in being able to OS that stance that she becomes much, much weaker in her poor matchups, right? So Alyssa, you have to guess every single time. HMS is pure 50-50 slot. I mean, except not really, right? Like, you can sidestep right, duck to launch most options, and the options, and if you're like really high level, you can sidestep right react. So you sidestep right block, and if you see a low, then you can duck, right? And then there is truly no mix-up, because the sidestep right block react will cover while standing 3, which tracks, and then it covers forward 2-1, because you can duck the second hit, right? Like, you know, that's HMS 1+2 tracks the move. It doesn't, though. Now, to your credit, Lee's running 3-4 being +6 means that you have to guess there every single time. That's too good. I don't think you should have to guess there. But, you know, that's like a different story. I also don't think that should transition into stance. While running also crushes jab. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, Random moves have random evasion. Like, it is what it is. Hey, you got to Ling nerfs yet? I talked about it a little bit earlier. But basically, Heat Smash shouldn't mix up on block. Down back 2 shouldn't be a mix up on block. And while standing 4, they should nerf the tech catch. I think that her while standing 4 is the best one in the entire game. But yeah, so what I was saying about Lily, because this is true for Lee as well, is that Lee is really good against these characters that have advancing highs, right? Lee's kit is designed to beat advancing highs. So if you're playing Amishima, if you're playing like Bears play keep out with the forward back 2 or whatever it is, Lee is good against these types of characters. He's not bad into Brian because it's a good check for QCB1. Really good into Steve, right? Lee's really good into those characters. He's bad into characters. No, he smash mix on block. You mean on hit? Yeah, I mean on hit. Lily is a character who has a very similar design philosophy, where the matchups that she's good in are matchups where your opponent has a stance that most characters have to guess, and Lily doesn't. If Lily knows that she can move and the opponent doesn't, that's just a free matchup every single time, right? But there are stances or there are moves that are just homing for the sake of being homing, so even Lily has to guess. Against Brian, Brian's down 3 or his down 4 is homing. Lily can't step it, right? So when Brian can do a lockdown movement with down 3, or down 4, I'm having a stroke, it's very, very annoying. Bears, hunting bear stance has 4 homing buttons out of it. That's ultra annoying. That's a hard guess every single time. Fang has a 12 frame homing mid that's a mix up on block. Hard guess every single time. Jin has homing electrics and homing hell sweep. Hard guess every single time. King has homing throws. You have to duck them and you're ducking a hop kick character. Hard guess every single time. Lars has Den 3, right? There's so many characters that this applies for. So it's very hard for these characters to be like top 5, top 10 characters when a lot of their strength is in their matchup spread and not necessarily what their kit is doing. Which again, Lee isn't a bad character, but is Lee a top 5 character in a game with Brian, Law? Probably not, right? Armor King? Like, come on now. Ling is a top 3 character. In the environment of ranked, I agree with you. I don't think she's like top 10 most powerful character, but I do think that she is like a top 3. If I were to climb on a character, if I could have infinite skill on one character, it would be Zhao Yu. I think she is the easiest character to get really high rank with. That's very overtuned. I haven't been keeping up with updates. Why is Brian still top 5? I'm going to assume that this is a serious question, so I will answer it seriously.
Get ready for the next battle.
Brian has like 20 moves that are way too good. So, we have a homing low. You can't stop this left. You can't stop this right. We have a low that is near homing with down back 3. You can't stop this right. If you don't have a privileged side step, you also can't stop this is left. So this fully tracks to both sides. We have a character who already has some very good keep out and some very good like up front pressure when he's right in your face. This character now has an advancing high plus on block counter hit launcher. This is probably way too good. Like way, 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 way too good. Who's Chloe? True. Forward 3. This is a counter hit launcher that is plus on block. It's usually neutral, but it can be up to +2. This tracks his weak side. Sorry, his weak side. And it's a knee, so it can't be countered. Right? So... that's pretty good, right? Should he have a counter hit launcher that is also plus on block like his other counter hit launchers that also tracks his weak side? Probably not. While standing 3, this is -10. $90 damage. So Brian gets 90 and you get 25 and you might get a mix-up for -10. Not only is this -10, let's say that, okay, I know Brian's frames. So I'm going to do my 10 frame punish because I know Brian's frames, right? I'm a student of the game. Well, you're dead now. 25 damage counter hit. And a good Brian will run up and taunt jet upper you. Like in my games, and in Chloe's games, and maybe Cotton's games, if you eat this, Brian's running up and taunt jet upper you. And then you're going to take 130 damage and you're dead. Right? So maybe this being -10 is like a little bit too much, especially given that it has a follow-up. Down 2-3, this is also -10. And it doesn't jail. So this can be delayed. And this will also count counter hit long. So that's probably a little bit too good. We have a homing mid. In my opinion, homing moves should not have follow-ups that you can't option select, because the point of a homing move is to lock down movement. If Brian is wrong about you moving, he gets to run a mix-up. So he has this high here, and he has this mid. With this mid, he can heat burst. If you don't tech roll right with very precise timing, then you will get hit. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, I can do that tech roll most of the time. I'm just going to duck, right? Because, you know, you always launch the high. You force Brian to burn his heat with the mid. So that's good stuff. We're going to have Jin set to tech roll here. We're going to have him standing, and then we're going to have him duck. So you're going to be hero, and you're going to duck here. And then you're going to do the attack roll. In my games, Brian will do this. He runs up, and then he taunt jet upwards you, and then you die. So that's like a real mix-up, even though the layer 1 kind of isn't a mix-up, right? And he gets all of this from a safe homing move. That's probably too good. And, as Chloe said, Brian has the best wall Oki in the entire game. So, not only is every single time he launches you, right? Every time this guy launches you, I don't know the wall carry route. Right? He's gonna get wall. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So not only is he getting a wall basically every time he launches you, his wall carry is some of the best in the entire game. It's not like Lars Kunimitsu wall carry, but it's very, very good. Nina, it's not like those characters. It's very, very good. So he's always getting a wall. He's going to do 100 damage every time he launches you. And you're waking up against the best wall Oki in the entire game. And he has a homing move that's a mix-up on block. And he has a hatchet kick that's very hard to step. And he has a low that's very hard to step. This actually isn't very hard to step. This is a homing. You can't step this. And he has a low that's very hard to step. And we have this. Like, this is just a good button. Like, he's allowed to have good buttons, but so many of these moves are over-dimensioned, right? And we're not even talking about his heat moves or his install moves. So let's activate my install. This is a full crouch. This is a full crouch low. That's +7 on hit. Not only is this +7 on hit, Let's take a look at something. I'm going to have Jin block, and then I'm going to have him do a low parry. This will make you laugh. Not because it's funny, but because it's ridiculous. This will make you laugh. Jin is low parry. This move cannot be low parry. And it's +7 on hit. Now, the cool thing about this move is this animation is really funny. I think that animation is really hilarious. But yeah, you can't low parry that. And it's +7. So now Brian has a real full crouch mix where he can do this or he can do this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It looks like the type of move that you should be able to low parry. There's nothing weird about it, other than for some reasons the devs they special cased it so you can't low parry it. So, okay, that's fine. Let's look at something else. Here's another heat move. +4 on block, and it puts Brian in crouch. Tekken 8 vibe Coco to get, yeah, it's, yeah, yep. So okay, +4 on block, and if we connect this, then we get this. Because we're in crouch, we get a northern cross here, full 40 damage. That's not bad. That is appropriately balanced for a heat move, in my opinion, right? Plus on block heat move gives him a mix-up. Except, that's actually not the correct follow-up. This is the correct follow-up. He gets his install back. Why? Why does he have an armored move that gives install that hits in this scenario? Should this armor move even work here? Probably not. But also, we have a wall-splatting armor move. We have a wall-splatting armor move that gives install. It just doesn't make any sense for this to be in the game. This move should either not wall splat, or it shouldn't to give him his install. The fact that it does both is disgusting. Like, this move is crazy. What's going on, Shatrina? How are we doing? Personally, and this is because Brian has been ruining my life for 2.5 years, so I might be biased, I think taunt damage scaling should come back, but that's just me. I don't know if, like, we're all in consensus on that, but he already does everything. Maybe instead of 90 damage, he could do, like, 75, and, like, that's still fine. It shouldn't do either. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I just named, like, 15 moves on Brian that are way too good, and I probably missed 2 or 3 of them. So that's why Brian's top 5. What's going on, Herb? But then again, he has no good matchups. True. Yeah, Brian's ass. Brian's ass because I can't run up to my opponent and taunt jet up for them round start. So he's ass.
Get ready for the
Yeah,
next battle.
yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is, he's been so much stronger than this in prior seasons. That's the messed up part. I mean, this character's an abomination. Listen, okay? This is going to be mean, and I understand that this is mean, but I don't care. If you're sub 50% win rate on AK, you need to just play a different guy. Like, you just need to play a different guy. This game is too hard for you if you're not positive win rate on Armor King. This character does everything. He does not just, wow. We have a low. That is a mix-up on block. Why? Why is this a mix-up on block? I indiscriminately key charge AK. And you're valid for doing that. W key charging AK. This character is disgustingly broken. Can't AK launch minus the 13? Technically, because he has a perfect electric, but like, I don't think that's like the biggest problem with the AK. AK is definitely, he has other issues. For instance, his sidestep 4, no one knows this. You're not allowed to tech roll here, right? So I have Jin set to tech roll. This move turns off your tech roll. Why does that matter? If you try to stand up, this is guaranteed. If I'm not asked. That's guaranteed. So that's a 44 damage safe mid. That counter hit launches. I don't know the combo. Probably like this or something. AK's combo is so boring. Right? Something like that, right? It's safe now, wasn't unsafe. Yeah, this is -7. Or no, it's -8. Yeah, and then we have this. So you can't even react to him sidestep because these have the exact same startup frames. Yeah, these are the exact same startup frames. So you're not reacting to the difference in you're not reacting to him sidestep. Like, you have to just guess. Not only that, this low is -12 on block, and it's +3. Also, why does this big-ass brolic wrestler have an evasive low? For what? I don't think AK needs to be dropping it to the floor. That's just me, you know, but I don't think he needs to do that. That's a lot. But, okay, so he's +3 here, and he's in crouch. This while standing 2 is a counter hit launcher. Not only is it a counter hit launcher, this is like damaging take a counter hit launcher. Oops, don't look at that. Okay, I'm ass. You can get wall there and get 105, right? So that's a damaging counter hit launcher. Did you guys know? This will make you laugh. This is safe. Not only does this sequence frame trap, this is safe. Why? For what? Yeah, listen, okay? I don't design the game. I just make videos and lose in ranked. This is ridiculous. Just like Brian's while standing 3, this should be -12. Yeah, like this should be at least -10. They should both be -12 in my opinion. The fact that this is -9 is unbelievable to me. Like, genuine psychosis went into the development of this move. Yeah, I can't explain why this is safe. Right? Like, this is ridiculous. Obviously, his wall carry is nuts. So wall standing 2 is too good. Alley kicks, this is a mix-up, even if you block the first hit. So if I set AK to block all, and then I have, or I set Jin to block all, and I have him punish. We're going to have Jin do while standing 4. Okay, so if I do the mid here, the while standing 4 interrupts. If I do the high, Jin gets knocked down into a guaranteed crouch throw. Oh, well, he gets wall splat also, but he gets knocked down into a guaranteed crouch throw. So you have to guess there. I don't think that this -16 low should be a mix-up on block. If you want to look for the launch, then you should be able to take that mix-up if you wish. Otherwise, you should be able to take your 11 frame punish every single time. The fact that this is a mix-up on block is obnoxious. Super, super annoying to deal with. What else do we have that's too good? Oh, 4/4 nude neutral 2. This is only -13. Why is this move -13 when is an advancing high crushing low that gives a +8 stance mix up on block, but you can't step most of the options, right? So I think the weak side of this is sidewalk left. Jin is stepping that because it's a bot. You can't step this in a real game. So that will track you. That will track you. This move is really slow, so you will be able to step that. Can't step the giant swing. Can't step the two throw. You can step the armor, so that's good. So we can step the armor and the huge pressure move. Can't step the hatchet kick. This is a hard 50-50 every single time, coming from an advancing high crushing low that's only minus 13 on block. That should be launched. That should be at least minus 15. Or the stance should be plus 5 so you can sidestep more options. That being minus 13 is disgusting. It makes that move disgustingly broken, in my opinion. Oh, we also have this armor move. This armor move is plus 22. Fortunately, this does not wall splat. But if Armor King holds forward, this is plus 26 in the stance. You have to guess. Maybe this should be like plus 6 with no stance. Right? The reward is that you called out your opponent pressing out of line. Right? That should probably be a good enough reward. Should you really get a forced stance mix-up where they can't do anything about it? Probably not, right? I think that might be a little bit too much. The only other thing, and this is a me thing, I don't like chain throws being hard guesses on the initial break, especially because this first throw is exactly the same. The fact that this is exactly the same, but the first break is 1 or 2, you have to guess, is probably too good. I don't think Armor King should be able to wave dash at you and threaten a giant swing, and wave dash at you and threaten a shining wizard, and wave dash at you and threaten a two throw. Right? Like, if King wants to do that, let him do that. I don't think Armor King should be able to do that. And then there's also like system stuff, like I'm not sure we should have homing giant swing when he's in heat. It's probably a little bit too much. We probably shouldn't have homing shining wizard when he's in heat. It's probably a little bit too much, right? I think even Hades drop is a homing, right? Oh no, Hades drop is not homing. Okay, well that's good at least. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's a little bit too good in my opinion. The down forward 1-2 is also nuts. This move is crazy. Giant swing does so much damage, yeah. So this is -3. Because this has a delayable high follow-up, this is effectively plus on block. Like, as long as you understand what's happening, this is basically plus on block. Not only that, this second hit has a counter hit property. It's a 46 damage heat engage. Or you can do this for Aoki. If you try to get up, that shoulder is guaranteed for 68 damage. And if you don't get up, then this will happen. So let me turn off getting up. Down forward 1 should be -5. I agree. I think it's down forward 1's broken. So if you don't get up, then this will happen. Where you take 73 damage and he heat engages on you. Should all of that be coming from a -3 on block, down forward 1 that has a delayable follow-up? Can't he launch you back turned? I don't know if he has the space for it. Well, let me see. So hop kick doesn't work. Oops. Yeah, he can also just hard launch you from back here. I didn't even know that. So yeah, he can do this. and you die. Should he get all of that from a -3 on block, down forward 1, that has a delayable follow-up? Probably not, right? Think back roll evade shoulder? Let's find out. Yeah, that seems to work there. But, so like, the other thing about wake up backwards to evade the shoulder is that, yes, you don't get hit by shoulder, but now he gets to do whatever he wants. Because you're spending frames, like, evading that move, right? So, again, in this same situation, like, that's the messed up thing about this character. Is, okay, you're going to be a hero and wake up backwards. Time to guess. Right? Yeah, that's the thing I think that's really annoying about Armor King is how broken his Oki is. Is AK stronger than Heihachi? Very slightly. I think so. I think he is very slightly stronger than Heihachi. Because the thing about Heihachi is that, like, you can still play neutral against Heihachi. Like, Armor King, whenever he wants, oh, I'm bored. Chain throw. It's time to guess. Right? So, like, Heihachi still plays neutral. Now, obviously, Warrior's Instinct is not correct, right? For those who don't know, I want you to look at the frames here. I'm going to switch characters to a character whose frames that I know. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
What's going on, Dex? How we doing? So I want you to look at these block frames here. Yeah. Okay, so this move is -12, right? So -12. Most characters will get like a knockdown here. Maybe they'll get a bunch of frames here. This is what Heihachi gets. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think Warrior's Instinct is an abomination. It needs to be deleted from this earth. If they want this to have an extra follow-up, maybe it just does like this. And then he gets the ground stomp. Right? He gets that or something for 45. That would still make this one of, if not the best 12-frame punches in the entire game. Especially because this will wall spot, right? So, it will still be one of the best 12-frame punches in the entire game. But, yeah, that's a lot. There's a way to make that connect. Yeah, he also... Yeah, you're also right, Cotton. He also has this as a 12-frame punish. This is also a 12-frame punish. And that's also the highest damage 12-frame punch in the entire game. I don't know if Warrior's Instinct Heihachi should have the two best 12-frame punches in the entire game. Like, that's pretty good. I think you dash jab here so that you can, heat burst, right? Hold on. I know that Kane did electrics here, so let me see. Oh, you have to instantly have house sweep? I see. Because I was gonna do this. I'm so ass. Don't look at this. This is bad. Don't look. Don't look. This is bad. Yeah, whatever. I'm ass. You guys get the point. This is disgustingly broken. Don't know if he's have a 12 frame launcher when he's in heat. You can't do anything when Heihachi is in heat, or when he is in Warrior's Instinct. You have to sit there and just block, and then hope he messes up, right? June's another character that his character is so funny. His character is so broken, and just like no one cares, because no one plays his character. So like, who cares? Like, 102 from a safe, high-crushing energy launcher is so insane to me. And then, like, her wall carry is not bad now, right? Especially if she gets, like, a huge launch. Like, if she blocks a Hell Sweep or something. I think I have to go right, actually. Oh, maybe I have to can? I've actually done this combo route, so I'm kind of guessing. Right? Like, that's probably too much. Right, Shirley? That's too much. So you did the Raven stuff way in the beginning, but I missed a live. Yeah, I can talk about Raven again real quick. It wasn't that much stuff. So the big thing with Raven is while standing 3+4 being a homing, heat engaging wall splat. If this move is going to be homing, it should not heat engage or wall splat. I think it doing all three of those things is too much. If it's homing, it shouldn't do any of the other buttons. If it's going to heat engage and wall splat, that's fine. It shouldn't be homing. Besides that, I don't like these safe lows. I don't know the input for it. Yeah, I don't know the input for the safe low. I thought it was down by 3. It's not down 3. It's not down forward 3. Is it a back turn low? No. Is down back 1? Oh, I didn't even see what this guy said. It would be cool. The only thing gave him Warriors Instinct was like a heat tar or something that took away all of your heat. Down. Oh yeah. The full crouch wall. I think all safe lows that have a mix-up on block, these should all go. If this move, in my opinion, the easiest way to fix this move and make this like not AIDS, make this -11. You always get a wall standing 4. If you think Raven is gonna parry, you can wait and then launch it. The fact that you otherwise can't punish this because Raven's parry also parries throws, I think is very frustrating. I think every safe low in the game should be at least -11. And the question about how Raven gets frames does do without transition? Yeah. I think, like, genuinely, this is the only move where I'm like, this is a little bit too much. Even though it's -12, it's still a homing wall spot heat engage. So, like, this either, again, shouldn't be homing or shouldn't wall spot, shouldn't heat engage. I don't like how much his down forward 1 tracks. This probably shouldn't track left. And then no safe low. But I genuinely think that Raven's, like, basically there. It's just this move is insane. Down forward 1 didn't track both sides of 7, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, Tekken 8, right? I haven't used this outfit in a while. Let's use this one. Now, unfortunately, that is Tekken 8. It's a bunch of... This didn't used to be this good before, and now it is. It's crazy, because I've never played Tekken 7. So, I played Tekken 7 yesterday a little bit. Lily is so bad in that game. Oh my god, she is worthless. She doesn't have this move. 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 There were 2 or 3 other ones that she didn't have. Yeah, this character was worthless in Tekken 7. Oops. 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 I don't know why I'm dropping this right now. Yeah, she used to be a counter pick character, which I think this type of character still kind of is. But she's obviously much, much stronger. Like, you can safely main this character in Tekken 8. But she's always had a really lopsided matchup, but now her ability to snowball a game is, like, way higher than it's ever been. And it's because of how insane her wall of Loki is. What should I do tonight on Tekken? Lee, Lily, or Kuni? God 6Q is the least fun I've ever had in my entire life. So until you feel a little bit more comfortable in your matchup knowledge, I think either Lee or Lily. I know you generally have the most fun with Lee, so I think Lee would be cool tonight. Because, like, the strategy for God 7 can't be, oh, I just need to avoid 5 matchups and also have a 75% win rate. That is just not a winning strategy. 75% win rate by itself is already asking a lot, but on top of that, you need to also avoid Zafina for the next 300 games. That's way too much. I think Lily is really good Tekken 8. Yeah, she's solid. She has a very high mastery curve, and she's, like, very much a specialist character. So, if you're not going to devote the time to, like, learn all the places that she can step, she might not be for you. But even just, like, as a fundamental character, she's very, very good. But for me right now, I'm not going to go for God 7 until I feel a little bit better about the Anna matchup, the Eddie matchup, the Shaheen matchup, the Yoshi matchup, and the Hwoarang matchup. I think the rest of them I would be okay against, but, like, those 6 characters, I can't be free to those 6 characters. I'm really bad against those characters right now. I'm going to play a little bit of Quick Match because I haven't actually played that much Tekken in the last couple of days. I've basically just been streaming this stuff. So we're going to play some Quick Match. Probably just like 1 or 2 games. Because I'm probably going to get off at like 7:30-ish. I need to have dinner.
Get ready for the next battle.
I think Warrior's Instinct shouldn't launch -12. Yeah. I think second Hell Sweep should be -12 or -13. It feels very strange to me I gotta stop procrastinating, trying to frame true. Well, whenever you go live, I'll raid you. As long as it's not within, like... as long as it's not, like, at 8:30. But if you go live within the next, like, half hour, I'll raid you. Oh my god, I'm trolling. Oh, actually, I feel like trolling on Brian, so I think I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna round start taunt Snake Edge, so hopefully my opponents know what that means.
Get ready for the next battle.
And of course, you know I gotta bust out the thug Brian.
Get ready for the next
When I think of Byron, this is what I think of. I think of a guy that looks like this.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yoshimitsu, this guy's not blocking taunt Snake Edge. There's no way he's blocking it.
Round one. Fight.
I don't know how minus that is. Oh, he just hot picked me on like -6. Yes, I love playing against Yoshi. No, I didn't break that because I was laughing. My fault. Oops. What? And there it is.
Round two. Fight.
Oops. He doesn't press there. Oh, that move was launched. Oops. Oops. I'm dead. Oops. Oops. I'm trolling. My fault.
Round three. Fight.
Oh my god, that move is broken. I wish that lull were a little bit slower. It's so good. Oh, we're just gonna keep pressing. That's fine. This guy is a freak. Every time I hit him, instead of pressing the back button, he hop kicks. Okay, my bad. My bad. I'm playing too serious. Oh, that's right. It goes under jabs. Okay. Alright, I'll block. My bad. My fault. Oops. Ah, yes. As I predicted. Bro, I kind of fried that guy there.
Final round. Fight.
Oops. Down 4-2 is so good. Who does that? Who on a whiff? I ducked too. That's so sad. I hate playing against this character. Especially because this guy has no clue what's happening, but I'm going to lose to it, so that's fine.
Get ready for the next battle.
I need to actually punish these hop kicks, because I'm not punching them right now. Okay. All right. My bad. No more highs. Oh, I actually ducked that too. That sucks. You think he's gonna figure it out? It went under my high. My strings. Oh my god, I lose. That's so sad. I totally forgot that that's a high. Wait, he plugged. Never mind. Bro, I don't know how to play this character. Oh, he's gonna keep doing the Yoshi cheese where they just keep throwing you. My fault. My fault. My bad. Ah, yes. It's just that easy. Oops. That move comes out so fast. My bad. My bad. God damn it. What's going on, Blaze? How are we doing? Now, I can't beat Yoshi on any of my characters, so I just troll whenever I fight them. I think it makes more sense to troll than to try my hardest and to get tilted. I will not be fighting that. I know I'm trolling, but I'm not fucking about it. I saw you got God 3. Are you planning on going for God 4? I'm training, true. Training hard. Oh, God. That lag.
Get ready for the next battle.
Azu Senate. Well, this is going to be annoying.
Round 1. Fight.
No punish. Okay. That's unfortunate. Instant hell sweep. Okay. I'm dead. Brian has a good move for hitting people on the ground. I don't know why I didn't just use it. Yeah, I just need to use it. Whenever people just lay on the ground, I just get stun locked by it. I'm gonna watch that. Okay. Well, I see how he's on a 6-1 win streak. Oh, okay. We don't block, I understand. I understand now. I understand. Okay, my bad. I should know better. I should know better. I should know better. It's really unfortunate because that's not the button I pressed, but that's fine.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh shit. Oh god, what a funny game. How did that hit me? I must have caught my cream backdash. That's very annoying. Don't care. I'm gonna armor literally every time. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Ah, yes. Did I know anything that I was doing? No. Did I win? Yes.
Round 1. Fight.
We're just not gonna block? Okay, you got it. We're just not gonna block, okay. Okay, I understand now. Just keep using unsafe moves because they're never gonna get punished. My fault. My bad. I should have known. What's going on, Drew? I knew I should have armored. That was so dumb. Am I also fighting an Azu? I don't know. Bro, Azu players need to go to jail. I'm dead. Oh, that's... They all do that. I understand. I didn't know they all did that. Okay, they all do that. I understand. I didn't duck it, and then I pressed the wrong punish, and I died. Keep out armor. You see me backdashing, and you're gonna armor. Okay. That step was crazy. The radar times. Please die. Oh my god, bro. I knew it. I could smell the dumb decision. Oh my god. My fault. Oh, I pressed. I'm dead. Why would you rip a launcher there? That's so dumb. Okay, my fault. Okay, I'm trolling too hard. My bad. Oh my god. Wait, where's my parry? I'm so sad. Of course you want to run there. I didn't duck that, my fault. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm done. I don't know Brian well enough to know what to do against people who play like this. Okay. You didn't even duck it, dude. Okay. Is this like a God of Destruction thing where on hit they rip a 90 frame panic button? I can't understand the decision making. Okay. You just instantly press. Okay, I mean, well played, I guess.
Get ready for the next battle.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep trolling because I don't know what Brian does, so. Yo, boom. It's very weird with my launcher being on a while standing one. I am not used to that at all. I'm gonna keep messing that up for a long time. I still don't want to fight Wi-Fi. The fact that this is a counter hit launcher is just so crazy. This damage is absurd. I forgot about Requiem. I need to use this move more. This move is so good.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. What's my homing button again? I have down 4. Oh, okay. I understand. I forgot what rank was playing. My fault. That was so obvious. I'm playing so bad, it doesn't matter. Oh god, I actually just got hit by it. That is insane. I need to go to jail. Okay, my bad. We just did minus 20 into backswing blow. Okay. Wow. That was not good.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, my bad.
Round 2. Fight.
Oops. My fault. I was in an animation. Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm playing serious now. I'm not ducking, I don't care. He's getting fried by this move. Bro, I thought it was broken. Why is Brian realigning during it?
Get ready for the next battle.
Bro, Brian is so easy. Why do Snake Eyes and do strings?
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, my throw breaks are going to get obliterated against this guy, but that's fine. That's a risk I'm willing to take. It's the price I have to pay for round start Snake Edge. My fault. God, my bad, bro. Jesus Christ.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, this guy's the go. My bad. Oh, I stepped the wrong way. Man. I'm pretty sure this guy's smart. This guy is like the best Tekken Emperor, or well, whatever rank he is, TGS I've ever seen. Okay, never mind. He's getting fried by these snake edges. Nice armor. Okay, he is getting bodied by these snake edges, I'm gonna be honest. There we go. Nice. So Streamlabs has to update every time I turn it on. Yeah, OBS had like 3 updates in the last couple of days. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. Whenever I side switch on Brian, I am spooging. It's bad. But you know what's worse? Snake Edge. Ah, yes. I'm the Snake Edge mastermind. Bro, this guy is getting bodied by these Snake Edges. Oops. Okay. Bro, I'm the Brian Master.
Get ready for the
If Lily wasn't in Tekken, who do you think you would have made? That's a really good question. Like, I've never played Tekken. Like, I'm just starting Tekken 8 and Lily's not base roster. Or, I know everything I know. Tomorrow I wake up, Lily's deleted. So, brand new, no information. Let me see. Probably June. Maybe Reina. Maybe Anna. Maybe Kunimitsu. But base roster, I think June, like, looks the coolest. Like, I really like her animations. They're, like, super elegant. Obviously, the game balance leaves a bit to be desired, but, like, June's, like, super, like, graceful and elegant. I really like her animations a lot. I think everything about the character, besides how overtuned she is really cool. So yeah, brand new, don't know anything about the game, probably June. If I wake up tomorrow, know everything I know now, and Lily's deleted, Alyssa probably plays the closest game to what Lily plays. So probably Alyssa. But at least the way that I play Lily, where, like, I care about, you know, oh, you can sidestep in all these places. Alyssa having, like, basically the same movement. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I were to play competitively, like, oh, Lily's deleted tomorrow, you have to get a character to God 6, it's just Alyssa every single time. Yeah, exactly. But Alyssa aside, probably Anna. I think Anna's really cool, and she's really fun. Like, Anna's really fun. Oh god, 8% to do disconnect rate. That guy needs to get his life together. Like, even now, I did not mean to accept that. How far down the roster would it be for you to be a Lee main? I don't think it would be that far. After this game, I'll, like, look again. I actually don't think it would be that far. Do you think this guy blocks around stars Snake Edge? I don't. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. This guy's the GOAT, bro. This guy's the GOAT. Bro, he hop kicks instead of ducking. Just duck, bro. That's fine. You're just gonna keep doing down forward one? He's so good. Duck! No, please! Why did it turn me around?
Round 2. Fight.
I was just gonna keep pressing 1-2-1. Oh, he's the GOAT. My bad. My bad. My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. This is what I would say. Who grabs there? And he hop kicks, bro. He doesn't do any lows. He doesn't do any lows. This guy's the GOAT.
Round 3. Fight.
I need to find a Heihachi main to get a few games against. I went to low parry and I got that stupid crouch dash. Do I know any Heihachi mains that like know how to play the game?
Fight.
I don't think so. I could have watched that. That was dumb. Let me see if I know anyone who like actually knows how to play Heihachi. He actually punished that. Wow. This guy's a psychopath. I mean, based on how I'm playing, what can I say? I think Lee would be reasonably high up on the list. I'm going to be honest. I actually don't think Lee would be that far. Like, maybe top 10?
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, I think Lee's cool, honestly. Think this guy knows how to deal with this move yet? I'm gonna smash. Get shit on. I want to get a Lee hoodie before fall wintertime. True. Oh, he actually punches that. Okay, he's doing that on purpose. Oh my god. That one's a launch. I need to launch that. Oops! Oops! No, please. Okay. Okay, I'm playing serious now. Oh wait, I actually won. Okay. My bad. Yeah, because who would I have above Lee? I would have Reina above Lee. At least to try. I would try Reina before I would try Lee. I might play more Reina Super Fun. I like Reina. Like, I think you can play Reina like Kazumi. And I think that she's cool when you play her like that. Oh, I messed around with Noctis a little last night. I understand. I understand why you like Noctis. Up back one, or not up back one. Up one is a fucked up button. That button is crazy. That's like the definitive Chloe button if I've ever seen one. Yeah, that button. Yeah. That button is pretty cool. Yeah, full, yeah. Oh my god, he just raw shouldered. My bad. That was dumb. Back to 1+2. Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot of buttons where I'm like, wait a second, we got something sick here. He fits visually in Tekken more than Clive. I think Clive has just way too much visual clutter. It's just too much. It makes it very hard to understand what's going on. Like, because it's not even like, oh, I don't like Clive. I like Clive. Like, yeah, I even like him in Tekken. I wish it was just easier to tell what's happening, right? Like, every time Clive does anything, I'm legally blind. Like, I don't know if I like that much. But, like, Clive's a cool character, especially when it comes to, like, game identity. Clive has a very defined identity as, like, the keep-out character, but his mix-ups aren't very good. Alright, let me see this list. Okay. So, above Lee, Lily, obviously. As, like, a serious character, because I don't think I could play Brian seriously. Dragunov, Anna, Kunimitsu, probably Alyssa. I think I have to say Alyssa. Reina, June, then probably Lee. I don't think I would play any of these other characters seriously before Lee. Yeah, so I would have Lee at what, like 8 or 9? Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Lee would be at 8, which isn't bad, right? Like, obviously, I think Armor King is really funny, so I'm going to play him. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of characters I play because I think that they're funny. Brian, you know, I play Brian because I think he's hilarious. Yeah, because I think Lee is cool. Like, where I am now in my Tekken journey, I'm not super interested in learning all of the just frames. But I do think that Lee is cool. I think I would like his playstyle. Like, the keep out, counter hit playstyle is like exactly how I like to play the game. Okay, no problem. I'll raid you whenever you're, like, live. Hey, that was fun. Playing Brian is always hilarious. I love this character. I cannot play him very seriously. Okay, my defense is back to 83. That's good. I need to get it back to 90. It was at 90, but now he trolled. Oh, man. It's so sad. When I got Lily to God 6, my defense was 95. And then I played Anna for 2 hours, and my defense dropped to 67. That was bad. I don't know what I did, but it was not correct. Oh, man, that's funny. What's this? Oh, I got a 1-month subscription to Fishy. That's exciting. Oh, what up, Deuce? Yeah, I'm like just about to get off. I was gonna raid Chloe, but I'll be in her chat for basically the rest of the night. I don't have anything going on besides edit a video. I was asleep, bro. You stay taking naps. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you guys later.